Right. There we go. So, yeah. Apologies, God, and obviously you guys watching. The stream probably will get a little bit behind, more than normal, because my internet's decided to not like it, despite the internet numbers being normal. So, I don't know what's wrong. Yeah. But yeah, tonight's episode 10 of Gorgo's Adventure with Friends. And that, God, thank you for the 100 bits. It's appreciated, my guy. Ash, I will let you take it away, because I believe we found a tree church. Had we not?
Yeah. The party poked around at the tree they were on their way to find, and they found a little hatch door into like a church underneath the tree. And they immediately began very suspiciously and thoroughly checking every inch of it for traps. And I believe that was where we left the party. That said, one of the prominent trap searchers is very preoccupied with one particular trap and does not seem to be roused no matter what attempts are made.
Is that the cleric?
Yeah, the cleric seems just enamored, whether it's like a spellbinding distraction trap or if it's just an actual mirror and they're that narcissistic. Who knows? But they didn't really give you any warning, and suddenly they're very obsessed with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably for the best that nobody pays them any mind.
I'd say I'm seeing this little circle above the head with this little, what looks like maybe two wires that seem to be pulled apart.
Paladin Dave. No, Paladin Dave. Druid.
Yeah.
No, not Druid Dave. Cleric Dave.
Out of character, meta talk, cleric, druid, paladin, animo Dave is missing.
Yes.
Got some roller coasters.
I'd say I thought he would have let you know, but he was away for today.
We've had this discussion already, because I mentioned it, but, like, and it is fair, it is on Adam to let Ash know. Because he
It
told
wasn't
me.
in any of the group chats that I share, it was just information given to Danny.
Yeah, literally, you and I seem to be the only people that he told.
Naughty Adam.
No, give him a little smack on the bottom.
So in the meantime, you were exploring this church.
If the party wants to comment any further on any past doings or on what their goals are, that is completely up to them. But where we last left our quote-unquote heroes was poking about and investigating.
I'm a monkey.
Oh yeah, you're a monkey.
I'm a monkey.
He's a monkey on a Gorgo.
Yeah, so we'll just carry on.
Yeah,
riding
'cause-
Gorgo.
Yeah, you and me went to the church ahead of everyone else, and we were calling people to us.
What? What?
I
What?
don't know, a bit robotic then, Danny.
No, I stopped what I was saying because of what you said.
His brain finally caught up with what you said and then went, eh.
Oh, ooh.
It was that kind of like, wait, you... Okay, you said that. Cool.
Oh, get your mind out the gutter!
What?
You were the one that said you were going to keep riding Gorgo.
Oh.
Still, oh my god, do you see what I have to put up with? Like,
Paladin Dave recommends protection.
Just so you know, my internet seems to have stabilized, so if like you guys want to refresh, everything should be okay.
Okie dokie pokey.
Oh no, it was a trap to make everybody watch ads.
You're all
Yeah, there's
subscribed
still-
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There is still a big delay.
Yeah,
Still fun to take the piss though.
yeah. No, everything's saying excellent now, Liam, so it will fix itself when you refresh.
Fresh, god damn it. So we're waiting for everyone to arrive. We are in church.
I'd say we're outside the church. I think you guys were just stepping in. Because I remember the last thing we did before we left was I was outside offering prayers and things of forgiveness to every deity I could think of.
And that was where we ended it.
Yeah.
Got it, got it. Yep.
Guys, well,
Whoever's watching whatever in the background.
You got
it is
super
the problem is my stream can't hear it, but if I turn the sensitivity down on my voice thing any lower, sometimes
Yeah.
you don't like, you know, sometimes you miss certain words from me.
You either cut out in Discord or
You hear
it in Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry. It ain't nothing I can do.
I mean, it did sound like a very interesting point that they were making.
I
But
don't.
it was just.
It's just the news, like it's the 6 o'clock news, in it. So I don't know what's it's there, but no. So like I will shout to the other party members as they come up. Me and Lovey found a tree church, and it seems to be quite big inside. So if anyone is wanting to have a look, I think you two points at the god people. Obviously, one of them's not here, but it doesn't matter. You two might have the nugget thing. No, he's only pointing at the two.
Yeah, but
Gabriel technically isn't a church person. He's just traveling with.
You know that he's technically not a church person?
He doesn't wear church garb. He just travels with them, and he's very clearly multiple times distinctified himself different from them two. He just travels with them. Gabriel has said this so many times.
But
yes, I am still part of the same religion.
Yeah.
I'm a soldier in that religion. On a temple guard.
I'm just explaining it from how. This is just how Gorgo's understood it, because you like in character. Because Gabriel has said like you're not the same as them too. He's like, well, okay, you're not a god person, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
So. Where's everyone at? We're in the church. Are you coming in?
I'll walk over to Paladin and Cleric Dave, and I'll say, shall we go and have a look and see what this is all about then?
Okay.
And
I
we'll
will just
walk up.
I'll just drag Cleric Dave along while he's in his frozen state.
Just leave him to buffer in the corner.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
Apparently, he did let everyone know 2 weeks ago.
I don't know. Either way. So, what do you see as you enter?
Michael, you might want to say that a little bit louder and again.
What do you see as you enter?
Yeah.
It's a fairly rugged-looking, rough-looking, stereotypical-ish church. I think I described it a little bit last time, but just for the refresher, like it's got some pews. It's got a little altar to it. It's not very ornate or well-kept. You know, it's a little musty, but it's a cute little, like, tucked away place of worship.
Looks pretty good in there, honestly. Although it does look a bit smelly.
Can we tell which religion it's focused for?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Would your character have a reason to, or would you like to roll a religion check?
I will do a religion check just for the sake of it.
Like, if it is
Ourself
directly
into this
appropriate to
religion.
your religion, I will just tell you outright, but...
There you go.
I will give him assistance with his religion, and he does not look religious enough today.
I agree. Even your assist fails.
This is a little bit of a more underground-ish religion, pun mildly intended. It is still a widely worshipped member of multiple pantheons, but the name escapes you. Though relatedly, you do remember, I believe it was Lovey who was partially leading the charge on coming to this place, and your brain at least remembers that mild association.
Oh, can I do a religion check?
You succeed.
He's just sitting on his on Gorgo, realizing, oh, can I make this? Yeah?
You succeed. It's like DC 5 for people of the religion to recognize their religion.
Oh, nice.
It is obviously different sects, like, but a very passive for you. Like, you look around, you're like, some of this looks familiar, especially considering you're, like, carrying related iconography of it. Carrying loosely, because Druid wild-shaped, but...
So yeah, Lovey will throw herself off of Gorgor and then, like, mid-jump transform back into herself so she lands on her own feet and go, oh. Okay, that makes so much sense. This is the Church of Hecate, you know, the bit where I've got to do the sacrifice, all that kind of stuff. That I did tell you about this, didn't I?
Well, you mentioned something about it, but I thought we were looking for the tree on the map that the two Daves found.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
Coincidence?
Like, you know, maybe this guy was coming in here to do summer. I don't know. They said that they were trying to. Maybe it's like somewhere around here, and we just happened to knock into the church because they did kind of say, you know, that at the end of the day they couldn't come here anymore because the forest was getting too dangerous. It's that guy that was too dangerous.
I mean, and this is like from the door, still not stepped in. The map did look like it was sending us like the opposite direction.
Did it?
Yeah, but you ran off before you could actually look at it. But we found your thing, so...
Yep.
So
Okay.
what have we got to sacrifice? Is it like... Have we got to give them like a cow or something? Like, I know some like people say that you have to give animals.
Some, but Hecate I don't think's really into that. Can I guess what Hecate's into?
She's into some really weird shit, I mean... Gotta set the night and all that.
I assume like a blood sacrifice might do enough. To be honest, you know, a bit of bloodletting, or maybe I don't know. I mean,
If I
Hecate's...
had eyebrows, I'd be raised my eyebrows at that blood sacrifice comment.
Well,
Like,
it's not like killing someone, because she's not all about, you know, death. She's about, you know, something being given up and a bit of your blood. We have like a load of it in our bodies, and we can still be okay with a little bit being given, especially if we all like contribute. But you know, it's not that bad.
I think, Lovey, and I'll kind of like lean in and whisper, but like the loud type of whisper. I think it's because he's a metal man. He doesn't have any to give.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. I thought it was more because he was judging me because, you know, people have, from my experience, people of, you know, their kind of religions. I don't know much about the Golden Nugget.
Well, no, I think he's self-conscious because he can't help you.
It's alright. Yeah. Or it could be... Was it a sacrifice? Sorry, Ash. It's been that long. Like, I've kind of forgotten a little bit what I had to do here. Sorry.
A sacrifice would assist. Some of it is just that
It's a ritual, right?
Overall, yeah, the place has become corrupted. So a ritual would help in giving Hecate more power over... Like, it would help increase her influence over the location. Though there was more... relatedly just a general like purification ritual on top of that. So like if you wanted to make a sacrifice to just kind of like help make her a bit stronger, you're more than welcome to. But that was not the core mission that you were given, though if you want to count that as like an optional objective, you are more than welcome to.
Maybe later we'll get a sacrifice going. But yeah, okay, so we've got to do a ritual, but we've got to sort out the corruption, which I think leads into everything. Am I right in thinking that this is a maple tree we're under? This looks like the tree in the picture with the river nearby, etc.
No, you guys went like right past that. You
Yeah,
guys just
that-
zoomed on past.
Yeah, entirely different direction. You guys just ran off down the river.
You guys
because
were like
you
next to
wanted-
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still looking for
No.
it.
No, I found it. You two ran off.
Ah,
No, I think that might have been. I think we did a check, and I was looking for a maple tree or something. I think I might have got a really bad roll.
No, you just
It was
decided you
paired
weren't going.
with...
Listen, sorry, you weren't talking to us and just spurred Gorgor to carry on down the river, whereas the rest of us stood at the river and went. The map says that way.
Sorry,
Ah.
Lumpy was not talking to Flynn. I might say.
You said you weren't talking to anyone.
Well, no, I was just being silent.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not in a pissing contest over this again. Like, seriously, no. But yeah, we went to the wrong place, but we found the church at least.
I will say relatedly as well, the people who had the like Flynn took a peek at it and was like, it's right over there, that makes sense. The people who were actually in charge of it being Dave and Buster were a lot more like, I wonder where it could be while Flynn is pointing at it. So
Wait.
like the people with the map didn't know where it was in your defense.
Yeah, I must have just got confused. I thought we were still on our way there. I didn't realise we'd actually reached the location. So.
Yeah, Flynn was like, it's right here, and Dave were like, okay, we better look around. And I was just kind of silently giggling at that confusion.
Okay.
To be fair, it's not like a lot of things I was saying to either of them was being listened to last session.
What did you say, Zoe?
Precisely, Liam.
I'm going to side to listen to that because that was a dig. And what I would like to do is maybe, well, if you guys are saying that it was the place nearby, at least we know this is here now. And we can always come back to it later once we've, sorted out the corruption.
Back we go.
Yeah, let's go.
So we turn around and head
Yeah.
back to.
we go back to the place that you found.
Yeah.
Okay. It's obviously going to take you guys a little bit of time to travel there, because it was a bit of a sprint away that the party had gotten off to.
Oh, I didn't think we went that far. I mean, we're still on the same map.
Thanks, Corpor.
No, genuinely, I didn't think we went that far. I thought it was like a couple 100 feet.
No, you ran for like 20 minutes.
Oh. Oops.
Run, go, run.
Yeah, you guys sprinted ahead, got there, and then the rest of the party had to catch up after, which, like, it wasn't terrible. It
Yeah.
was just...
Oh yeah, no, like I said,
again,
mental math was like, I thought we only went like a couple 100 feet down like the river or something. I didn't think it was that far. So when you just said then it was like 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that's at walking pace, because you guys
Yeah,
were also
yeah,
at full
yeah.
gallop, was the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, that is fair. We was running.
But yeah, I mean, the trip is fairly uneventful. Is anyone keeping watch? Is anyone, like, doing anything in particular along the trip? Like, it's just a quick jaunt, but still ask to ask.
I will be keeping an eye out in case there's any more angry tree people, or what was the vines, in case there's like any angry vines, or just anything that might want to do damage to us.
Yes, I'll keep an eye out as well.
Not bad.
Okay, doke.
Something called stealth.
You guys don't seem to notice anything on your journey.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
As you make your way back through, back down the river, back towards coming out on like the south side of this little pond over here. And you are back in the. Calling any clearing is generous, but it's at least less dense than the rest of the forest around it. Like, the big super tree is definitely more of a clearing. This is just a bit more open area than the rest, but you know,
Yeah.
words.
So I walk back to the point where the map showed and go, right, here, and show them what needs to be done, basically.
And yeah, for context on that one, roughly, it was one of those, like, Flynn was standing, like, here, and he's like, with, like, mental orientation, like, this is this, this is this, it's, like, just, they would be looking from here instead of over here. But there's enough, like, recognizes, like, where you can just, like, match stuff up one-to-one almost. But yeah, if you stand here, like, it looks like it was probably drawn from somebody standing, like, this approximate location. But there's no actual, like, X marks the spot on it or anything like that. It's just, like, someone was trying to remember a specific location. And I think the party assumed that treasure was involved or secrecy was involved or something.
Well, why else would someone make a special map? Unless they were keeping something special.
Yeah, it's not like they just thought it was, like, pretty and they just kind of, like, doodled the pretty
Yeah, in
clearing.
fact,
Who
it's
knows?
definitely not just a drawing that someone went, oh, it's a treasure map. Because it doesn't have any sort of instructions.
Some aspiring artist's first draft. You just stole it.
And how much did he pay for it?
Nothing. He stole it.
Nothing.
Or how much was he trying to buy for it?
Oh,
No,
It was
he
just a
didn't, boy.
shifty dude who walked past, and they just picked his pockets after it fell on the floor.
Yeah. Well, if he fell on the floor, they pick his pocket, technically. He picked the floor.
you picked the floor's pocket.
Yep.
That sounds
Nature's-
like a Gorgorism.
Nature's pocket.
Well, I was on a kangaroo. Nature's pocket, you know,
It's a pouch.
a pouch is like a pocket, you know. Does the same job, just with babies.
Okay, moving on before Liam makes all of our noses bleed from stupidity. What's next? Search.
It was making a very good point. My like dad is the kangaroos is a nature's pocket.
That comes from the druid.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it seems to be really cozy in a kangaroo's pocket. Do I know what a kangaroo is? And what level?
Are you
Why is-
proficient in Australia?
And it's also, why is Lovey answering Liam?
I didn't know it was Liam. No one said it was out of character chat.
Yeah.
Also, it does feel like it's something Paladin Dave would say.
It's a
Yeah.
fair point.
That's the
But
real
yes,
problem. It's
yeah.
just everything is something in character for Liam, just because it's character bleed too strong.
Oh, that's a very good question though. Lovey's a far traveller, so I'm guessing she might have seen a kangaroo at some time. What CR rating is a kangaroo?
What?
I will
done
get
this.
back to that question.
I would imagine-
momentarily. Continue on with
Thank
the
you.
business.
I would imagine like a quarter.
So I could effectively change into a kangaroo. Nice. I just want to hit all like the weird animals. Like, I don't want to do the cute fluffy like like you know cats and whatnot. No. I'm gonna be a spider. What was the other one I was? Oh, was I a velociraptor?
Some sort
Yes.
of raptor.
And a monkey.
I've just found a kangaroo online.
You did yeah, there is no, kangaroo is no, there's no official, I believe.
But we can make one, right? They have a very powerful kick. We'll talk about it after session, Ash. Because
If you ever turn into one spur of the moment, I will have something, but the more prep time I have, the better that something will be.
it's
For
all
just
crap.
any weirdness that you were turning into.
Everything, like literally. If I can potentially turn into it, I will probably at one stage. So this was a dead end, then, is what you're trying to say. That is in character. I would like to specify I've moved back into character, just in case there was any, issues with that. This is a dead end. This is like not anything.
I don't know. One of you two know anything about this item that you're after? Can you detect it in any way?
What was that again? Sorry, you went really quiet and quite muffled for a second.
Sorry. Did they know anything about this item? Did they have any way to detect it, for example?
What item?
Whatever it is they're after that they think was buried here.
Oh no, I don't think there was anything buried here. From their conversation, right? It was just that this was on a guy and you were asking him some questions.
Yeah, we asked him a few questions and he got this.
So, I mean, that is an excellent point. Paul. Why are we here right now?
I don't know.
I thought we were here for you.
Well, no, we were coming here for this tree because these two wanted to, and I'll point at the Daves.
Well, you have a picture of the tree. Want to see if there's anything here?
Okay, so
Slight out of character. I'm fairly certain that the cleric was the one that was absolutely dead certain that something was here.
Yeah.
well, we can tell the cleric off over messenger. Quite a bit later. Fucking goose chase. No goose. There's no goose at the end of this goose chase.
I know it could be.
But so we did find an ugly duckling, though. Gesturing back down to the thing towards your temple. No goose, but we did find a duckling.
Ugly duckling.
Oh. Well, when you do the ritual, is it not going to turn into swan?
Are you calling me an ugly duckling, or the church to my god an ugly duckling?
I love how the metaphorical thing of what the ugly duckling turns into is completely ignored for the first part.
Yeah, because you insulted me. I'm sorry. Because I'm going to become a beautiful swan. Still calling me fucking ugly right now.
There's no answer you can give which could save you now. Just drop it.
Anyway, despite, whatever is happening here, I can't tell if you're trying to pull my pigtails or whether you really dislike me. But we'll discuss that later when we're not in the middle of something. But there's a corruption over there, right? Like, can we see the smoke or smell the smoke at all? Because did we say the birds have said that there was a lot of smoke in this area?
I think smoke itself might have been an assumption, but they did say it smelled foul. And I forget the other word I used.
There's got to be something to do with the druid, right? Because he was doing magic stuff. Any ideas, people? Anybody?
Well, no, not really. I think if we're gonna do one thing, we should stop the corruption first, because if the forest, because remember when I tried to grow a bush and the plant died. Well, that's pretty bad. So if we can fix that first, I think that would be pretty good.
Okay, so how do we fix a corruption? Other than weeding out what's ever causing the corruption, but that's kind of a difficult task if you don't know whether.
I mean, Oh, I thought you knew because you found a god church and stuff.
Well, apparently there was nothing to do with what we were doing, and then we got laughed at for coming here. So, like, I don't know. Right. So, you would logically think that if there's a corruption, it kind of spreads out from a center point, right? Like, you know, if you like put, do you get what I mean? Like, if you put something in the middle, it spreads out from there, right? So we look for the center point of the corruption.
Okay. Do you know where? Well, it's getting worse the more we go that way, pointing south. So, surely we should go until it gets really, really bad.
Yeah, that works.
And then
I
we
mean-
go until there's only bad, because then that means we're close. But there is still some trees that are okay around here, so that means it's not that bad at the minute.
Yeah. So now, what do you guys think? And I will look at the other 3 people in this party who are being very, very quiet. If you need clarification, that's Paladin Dave, Gabriel, and Flynn.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you what you thought, what sound does somebody make when they agree with something.
Well, I agree. That's what I think. I agree. So,
Okay. To the south, then. Ready, go, go? Ready, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll start going.
Yes, let's go before I lose my mind. Oh.
Nearly there, guys. Just push just a little
I
bit
expected
more.
more from Michael. Like, at least with Liam doing shit like this is normal. I expect better from Michael.
Yeah, I know. But Lovey doesn't want to hear whatever Flynn has to say, so...
And I would comment on Carl, but he didn't even respond. Let's just go south.
Okay.
We start heading towards where the corruption's getting stronger. Or we
Yeah,
try to, at least.
basically, Gorgo will sniff out as best as he can and go in the direction of where shit gets worse until there is nothing but bad.
Okay. Are you... Obviously a lot, like... Stuff hits thresholds where it's like, it's so bad, can you actually distinguish between, like, okay, like, this tree looks worse than that tree, kind of, like, you know, it's...
Well, I mean, I'll
give me, like, a
take it.
nature or arcana for, like, finding the worst-looking trees in the bunch, kind of, like, you know, needle in a haystack status.
Well, Arcana doesn't make sense to Gorgo, so I'm going to do a nature check.
I mean, that's just true of his entire character, but...
Natural 20 for an 18.
Nice.
That is such a shit roll, but a brilliant roll.
Gorgor is able to, through mastery of all 5 senses, be like, this tree smells worse, we're going this way. You know, this tree looks pretty bad, let's go this way. And to some of the party, it might come across as incoherent gibberish, and how the party reacts to Gorgor's leading of the way is their business, but Gorgor at least seems to believe he knows where he's going.
Yeah, the tree sap in this one tastes like vinegar, so that one's really bad.
Really? I didn't realise that. How fascinating.
Well,
Please go on.
Well, usually when things go sour and rotten, they taste vinegary.
When things go sour and rotten, I don't tend to put them in my mouth.
Well, how do you know they're rotten?
Because you can see. If you push it a little bit, usually they kind of squish in if they're rotten.
Well, not everything.
Like an apple does. If you like push an apple, it goes
Well,
all like.
yeah, but you don't know with tree sap. Tree sap
Well,
doesn't go squishy because it's already squishy.
contrary to popular demand, I don't put a lot of sap in my mouth.
Oh, well, that's a shame because some of it tastes quite nice.
You're right. I mean, I'm covered in bugs. I feel like if I started, licking trees, people might think I'm crazy, so I kind of stayed away from that a little bit.
Oh,
We
well,
already think that.
that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I'll keep leading the party, cause I like. Yeah, if that tree tastes really bad, so we are getting closer. I don't know how far, but we will keep going until maybe we find another angry tree person or something and make them talk.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
We've got to talk, right?
Obligatory question: is the party trying to move quietly while Gorgor is leading us, or is the party just meandering about in the forest?
Nope. Not solving, because I am licking trees, smelling them, poking them, and various other things.
That is what I figured. I just wanted to make sure that I asked before I made any assumptions.
Yep, no. Everyone else is their own, but I'm not.
I was going to say, if we want to sell, I will offer us some assistance. But I think Gorgor has made his mind up.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop you guys stealthing.
Yeah, but you kind of like... Yeah, that don't work, really.
Okay. Just saying, don't let Gorgor influence you.
Sorry?
Just don't let Gorgor influence your decisions.
But he is. I'm following Gorgor. He's deciding where we go, so I'm letting him hit. Never mind.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, I'll be back in 1 second. Just got to pull a meat dish out the oven. And I'll be back with you. So Gorgor will just keep leading the party until he's stopped or something stops him. I'll be back.
Sounds good. All right, Gorgor continues to lead you guys. Is anyone just keeping an eye out? Is anyone doing anything else that I should be informed of as a DM?
I will be looking around for some dangers.
Yep, I will keep an eye out to see if anything.
So, let's see what I can perceive today.
It's not whatever. It's more than I can.
It is.
Yes.
All right, so as the party makes its way around, it does eventually come to, through Gorgor's expert navigational skills and the party's unshaking faith in them, Gorgor does eventually lead the party to a stone-looking building. Sounds too implicative, but like it's struggling for words a little bit on this one. It's like just a one room and it kind of goes deeper. It's like an archway with some stairs, an entry room, and then it goes down deeper into the earth.
Oh, okay. So it's like, yeah, like you say, an entryway.
Like almost like my brain wants to say mausoleum, but like the smaller ones.
Oh, like a crypt.
Yeah, like a very tiny mausoleum crypt-esque, where it's just like archway, except there's no door, and then towards the back of it there's stairs going down, and there's no like tombs or graves or anything. It's just, that's the best descriptor I have for it. Welcome back, Danny.
Yeah.
Spooky.
It's alright,
Like,
I
don't know what to
had you
call
mid-sentence, so I didn't
single-
want to interrupt.
Yeah, I don't know what to call a single stone building that goes down beyond building, but it feels too nondescript to...
It's usually like a crypt mausoleum.
Yeah, I want to say crypt or mausoleum, but those usually denote death, but it's that same kind of structure, at least.
It's usually the purpose of the building, but that is what that type of building is called.
Yeah. So it is that type of building.
Yeah, they are technically multi-purpose. It's just they only typically get used for one purpose.
Yeah, and I think that's why I struggle with the wording on it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's basically one of those. It's just, it's not full of dead bodies.
Yeah.
At least on the surface outside that you can see.
It is a flexible mausoleum.
It's whatever it wants to be.
Yeah. Except,
Except
Well, if it wants to be something, it's a mimic.
yeah, I was gonna say the problem is though it kind of has to be a building.
does it? Does it? It could be a ruin. We don't know. This is as we go into it. I'm assuming we are going down.
Yeah, I don't want to assume the party is going down just for fear of, actually, no, it's a trap, whatever, but at the very least from the outside, you can see it's a pretty empty room. It's got a few, like, little benches, and it's got a little bit of an entryway to it, but it's predominantly just stairs going down. Like, the upstairs floor surface level portion is more entryway than utility. And Gorgor has led you through the woods, and while leading you through the corruption, you come upon this. Gorgor can't quite pinpoint if it's coming from here because buildings don't have sap unless they're made of wood, and this one isn't made of wood.
But we have got into where some of the trees are getting really bad. So this could be something, or it could just be someone decided to make a building in the middle of the forest. But that doesn't seem normal. You normally have buildings with other buildings, otherwise they get lonely.
Sometimes, I mean, like, a lot of people build their houses in the forest because they're quite quiet and away from people. You know, like if you're a hermit or something.
But this
I mean-
doesn't look like a house, though. It looks like something we should take a look at because it looks different.
Yeah. We go down.
Well, yeah.
There we go.
I will go first because I know some of you can't see very well in the dark.
I will follow.
Okay.
I will go next in the middle.
Rest of the party, are you going in?
We will
Yeah, I'll follow.
have cleric.
Yeah.
We'll have cleric Dan stay outside, and keep an eye out because he's currently not here with us in spirit, so he can stay the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
It just keeps
man,
his
I can't wait
character.
to kill him off screen. Be like,
I
oh
was
yeah,
gonna-
because you left him outside watching guard
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, no, I just thought let him stay outside because logic. I don't know.
No, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It makes sense.
It was just an in-character excuse to get him out the way in case we get into combat and shit. So we haven't got to mollycoddle him in case something happens.
Yeah, now I can just kill him off screen. Jump
Yeah,
in.
sounds perfect.
Yay.
I mean, I don't know anyone who would be upset if you did.
I don't even know a cleric Dave. I only know a cleric Dan. I would not see
Yeah,
him.
same. Well, I told Cleric Dan to stay outside.
Okay. So the rest of the party does make its way down.
Yeah, time to go down.
Any light sources?
Oh,
My
I can help.
my eyes.
Light mayonnaise?
Is there anybody that can't see in the dark?
I can't. I don't think. No.
I will try and give us a little bit of light down here.
Thank you.
Oh. Light.
Okay. Let me just double check one thing.
Do halflings see in the dark? They don't, do they? Michael?
I am just double checking right now. I think they do, but I can't quite remember.
Reminder, Produce Flame is not concentration, but it is occupying one of your hands unless you have something to put it on, which that thing would then occupy your hand unless you're putting it on like a wall torch or something.
Nope.
Oh,
Apparently, I
no, I've
can't.
just got my broom in one hand and that in the other hand, and then I'll drop it out. Just so people know it may go dark at some stage. I can't put it on something and that, without setting my broom on fire, and I kind of like my broom.
Yep.
Does
I
anyone
just wanted
have-
that clarified.
Actually, that would probably be better. Anyone have a torch?
I reach into my pack, have a torch,
Yeah.
and then I cast light on the torch.
Okay, well that solves the problem.
Cast light on the torch, I love it. It's so dumb.
And then we go.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Not the delete button. Gosh, game.
Oh no.
Don't
Oh,
delete
no,
the monster.
you do.
She's trying to kill us with that thing.
As the party makes its way down, you do begin to hear noises. Anyone with a passive perception above 15, or anyone
I hear
actively
nothing.
listening in general.
I would be, but I don't have a 15.
I have a 15. I have a 16.
I have a 15, so I guess I.
Or anyone who would categorize themselves as listening for it. It's not discreet, it's just it could be muddled with other noises.
I'll be listening.
It's you hear a lot of thrashing and banging further down,
Ooh.
with a lot of just rustling in between.
Ooh. You can shout hello? Like,
Hello.
It's a bit far off. It seems to be coming from the bottom of the stairs, and it's a bit echoey.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
it's bush time. Oh god.
What was that?
It's bush time.
Oh, but the problem is I can't grow a bush.
Oh no.
When I grow the bush, they die, remember?
You both
Yeah,
died.
but what was the other one? Your cloak. Remember, we can cast it on your cloak because you've got like a robe, right? Because you've got a robe from someone.
Yeah.
If you cast it on that, you can use that instead to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And I will then cast Pass Without a Trace as casts,
Yeah.
just to give him a little boom. I think I have cast. Do I have Pass Without a Trace prepared today? I don't know. Da-da-da.
We all die because you can't pull off the trick.
Wait. Yes, I have it prepared.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
oh dear.
It's all fixed, don't worry.
Hmm.
I always get Pass Without a Trace.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty good one.
No, I get Bark Skin and Spider Climb, but I always have it prepared because it's a very good spell. Wait, are we level are we?
4.
I wondered then. I had. Yeah, no, I am right level. I was like, I have 3 level 2s. What?
Well, because
Yeah.
preparing, you can prepare any levels. It's just hope you have the spell slots for it.
That's 3 level 2 spell
Two spell
slots.
slots is what she was
Yeah,
on about.
2 level
Oh,
2.
I thought you meant spells. It's like, yeah, I mean, you could prepare all level 2 spells. I mean, good luck on casting them, but
No. I mean, maybe. I do kind of want to play a wild magic sorcerer now. That's like my next backup. Because I have backups upon backups upon backups. Because I do feel like I have very problematic characters, so I'm trying to, not anything. So, I request that a praise. And as Gorgon goes to do his, is it very dramatic and flouncy, Gorgon, when you cast Pass Without a Trace? What they look like?
Well, no, because if it's dramatic and flouncy, that's kind of the opposite of trying to hide. what I will do is I will take the bit of hat that I wear, like, well, what's left of it, and I will pull the brim down lower so it's almost over my eyes, but not fully. Because if I can't see very well, they can't see me very well.
Interesting logic.
Yeah.
Right, I can't do this no more. This is getting ridiculous. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean I can't see you.
Oh.
Stupid must you be to think like that? I'm sorry to say that, but seriously, are you acting? Is this some sort of act? Come on, guys, he can't be that stupid to actually believe, can he? That oh my god, this is just ridiculous.
It's worth
And
it.
I'd walk
I mean,
away.
Flynn sidesteps, just opens the gap between the two of them.
Sorry, yes.
Let him be punched, otherwise just carry on.
Say that again, what?
I said let him be punched and let's carry on.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm losing it. Gotta chill. It can't be this stupid. It's a joke. Okay, I'll just be quiet. Fine, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. Carry on.
We're trying to sneak, and you were being very, very shouty. Bad.
I'm gonna bite my tongue if I had one. And just carry on.
No, you can speak. Just whisper.
Deep breath if I breathe.
Breathe in for 4, hold your breath for 4, and then breathe out for 4. You'll feel better.
You're saying to a person who doesn't need to breathe.
Exactly. I'm like,
Anyway, I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace as Gorgor is pulling his hat down. You'll see, like, the broom kind of, like, move backwards and forwards like it's covering up our footsteps a little bit. And, yeah.
I was waiting for Gorgor's reaction, if any.
I'm very contemplating Gorgor's reaction right now. Because Gorgor, you'll kind of just watch his face contort in a very mixing pot of emotion. And you'll kind of just see, like, okay, and he doesn't respond immediately.
Telepathically, you're just gonna hear in your mind. It's just he's probably just getting confused about the place. Probably a bit scared of the dark. Just wants to be angry at someone, just so nobody sees him being angry. But I kind of play it off like it's you think I would be saying that if I was speaking.
Yeah, so like Gorgor's imagining what you'd probably say.
Yes.
And I'll own Gorgor will mumble under his voice, almost responding to the fake voice in his head that's actually the real voice in his head. I'll make him pay for that later.
Oh.
No one calls Gorgor stupid. But I would imagine those with like a decent perception, because he's not actually that stealthy, that's the thing.
We know that.
Especially in a stone hallway, it probably echoed a little bit.
If you're alright, we'll get this sorted outside. Are you alright, Gorgor?
Yeah, I'm okay.
No, it just seemed like you were muttering something. Like, you need to get something off your chest. Always welcome to do so.
Well, the only thing on my chest at the minute is the robes, but I'm okay.
In the meantime, we continue sneaking forwards.
Yeah. Well, let's look into the creepy building.
Okay.
So about that stealthing that you guys are doing?
Yes.
I would like to do some sneaky weakies
May I
too.
please see the stealth?
I have disadvantage on this.
16.
With a +10.
Hey.
25.
Nice. Lowest roll is 16. Very nice.
Good.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Pass Without a Trace, this would be tragic.
Yep.
That's price legit hot shit.
Oh no,
Like,
Pass Without a Trace
Oh,
is a
absolutely.
brilliant spell. Arguably, it doesn't get used enough by players. It's a good spell.
Wait a minute, do all druids have access to pass without
I
trace?
believe
Don't they?
so, yeah.
Yep.
Pass Without a Trace is a druid spell.
As well as clerics, I want to say all of them get access to it.
No, I think that's only.
Or is it only trickery?
I have it because trickery.
I
in
thought
that
all
campaign.
cleric. I thought it was an all cleric thing.
No, it's a trickery
No, I
specific.
think it's mainly druids and
Yeah, druid and ranger.
But yeah, no, it's an underrated spell. It's good.
Why? Just this is completely sidestepping. Why does Deer never use this spell?
He doesn't know it exists.
Okay. Yeah,
You know,
it's
he
deer.
doesn't like it. He's like he's got better spells he could use. He said, like Moonbeam and Moonbeam.
And Erupting Earth and Wall of Fire.
Yeah, more Moonbeam.
The funny thing is, you might not need Moonbeam if we have Pass Without a Trace. You know that, right? Like,
Well,
Yeah,
Moonbeam's
but
he likes
yeah,
Moonbeam.
yeah, but the thing is, if he uses Pass Without a Trace, he might not need to use Moonbeam, and he likes Moonbeam. God, Rose, don't you understand?
I was just going to say as well, in my game, I've got two druids. And I use Pass Without a Trace. Like, what is going on? We all play classes differently, don't we? You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alk has access to Pass Without a Trace for using his spell slot as well, because he uses Earth Ganashi. Like he can
Say-
cast it without
Let's say
a spell slot once a
He
day.
did use it quite a bit when we were trying to get past all of the everything on the
On the island.
the island. It's just
Yeah,
every session was we were walking into an encounter either way. So
You would have worked into a whole lot more if you hadn't used Pass Without a Trace. I'm just
we
going to
had
put that.
we had 7 sessions on that island and we had 7 encounters.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were more. Like, I ain't lying. There were actually more. Like,
Yeah. Alk doesn't think it works anymore. He thinks it's a useless spell now. If I got this did nothing, into the
game.
minute goes. Well, anyway, back to this game. So yeah.
So, you guys do manage to get to the bottom of the stairs, feeling pretty secure in your stealthitude. You eventually come to a very large, heavy-looking stone door. And on the other side of it, those thrashing sounds get louder and louder. And occasionally you hear a very deep, very loud roar, just echoing out, especially echoing off the walls because of the large, like, hollow-ish temple.
okay, so. I was thinking a thing behind
What
that.
would you do if you could be normal?
Maybe he's making a lot of noise. Be bad. Could be angry. Because of that could help us with. If I can find why it's cold again now. Not you a divine sense, please.
You can.
Even more likely to find nothing, but it's worth a go. Let's just. Oh god, follow everything. Oh god, there we go. Wait,
Let me just double check one thing while you do that.
Perfectly fine. I
Alright.
think you're wanting about midway down is what you're checking.
I was looking for, is it blocked by...
Total cover, yes.
Yeah,
oh,
that's what I thought.
That's what I
Ah,
said about midway down the
Yeah.
thing.
I didn't know that myself. Okay.
So you walk up to this large door, and the door and the walls do not seem to radiate evil. It's the best of your ability to discern.
I don't have a spell to use at the moment, do I? I should have taken that spell. Oh well.
I think it was a really good idea. At least we know that the door isn't a bad thing. Sometimes that can happen.
I will actually give you guys the useful information, though. It does not seem like this place has been hallowed or consecrated or desecrated in any major capacities.
Good to know.
Well, I don't know what none of that means, but that sounds good.
Okay. Now, if we move that door, we're gonna make a lot of noise, right? There's no avoiding it.
Do we smash it?
I'll just say we knock on the door first.
So what you're asking right now is, do we smash or do we pass without a trace?
Well, is it locked? Because we could just open it.
Can I see if it's locked? Just give it a little wiggle.
It is a very heavy stone door, so while you would have to put enough effort in that would move the door to check if the door would be locked, if that makes sense. Like,
Oh, well, it is very lucky we have the goriest of gores here, my friend. Would you like to use your immense power to knock the door?
I mean, I can cast knock on the door and try and open it and see if I can open it. So I will try and open it.
yeah, like these are just two large stone slabs acting as doors.
I
They could be barred on the other side, but
I will only do the left side because, you know, we'll do the one, but we'll open the left side.
just, yeah, there's no apparent locking mechanism more so.
I
Yeah.
take a slight sidestep so I'm kind of protected by the right door.
I would also do the same as well. A few steps out the way.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Okay, just strength.
Yeah, unless you have... Do you believe athletics would apply to this?
Are you putting your back into it?
Oh, well, I can't put my back into everything I try, thank you.
Okay, you put your back inside the door, you're,
I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I don't have proficiency in athletics because I'm a wizard. I don't need it. I was just more clarifying in case I clicked the wrong button.
I mean,
But I 16.
You don't have athletics.
Well, why would a wizard need proficiency in athletics?
I have
You can use your
athletics.
background. It's not just a wizard thing.
I am proficient in Arcana and History.
History.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the knowledge of the previous pisses, is that?
History. Oh, fuck off.
Aladdin list. I do actually have a list.
Of what?
I've got previous.
It currently has, what was it? Obviously, we all know about the freshly frozen orchid juice. There's also the time when you said I'm a quatter Welsh, and it proper got me. It was a very, very long time ago. Just,
Meanwhile,
you're a funny guy.
Is this Gorgor or me?
yeah.
You, Gorgor, Gorgor, do the thing.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the door.
Oh yeah, does a 16 provide me with enough oomph, as they say in the business, to open the door?
yes, it takes a little bit of effort, but the door does begin to just slide across the floor, to whatever degree you push it open.
Well, I'll push it open
is a-
until it is enough that we can get through. Otherwise, then there is no point.
Okay.
Back into it.
Um,
Sorry, every time I hear that, I'm hearing a certain song, and it's making me like really stop. I'm not
As-
going to repeat it on stream. Let's just say that. So, Ash, you said?
Wow.
Oh,
okay, one sec.
I think it's like, it's
There you
a
go.
rocky rap song that has the words, put your back into it.
I mean, it was a decent 2000 song. I know what you're on about. I can't remember the name of it, though. But yeah, either
You
way.
know what I'm on about?
What is the other side of this door, the unfaced god that we see upon the sky?
behind this door is another door.
It is a large stone room, heavily tiled, and you see a lot of destroyed bookshelves. Cast eyes in another campaign silently. And further in, you see an altar that has been similarly destroyed. Towards the far end, you see a bright bluish purplish glow, giving you some mild memories of your Adventures into Ibli's Sepulchre. And the centerpiece of the room is a large creature that vaguely resembles some sort of lion, though this one has wings.
Is it alive?
It is alive and currently thrashing about the place, destroying bookshelves on the lake.
I will immediately stop in place and I will not move because they can't see me if I don't move. And I will say, there is an angry lion with wings. It doesn't like books. It is murdering books.
I will step into the room, see exactly what he is on about,
And get mauled.
and then hit it.
Oh my
So yeah,
God,
literally, like
you
I'm like
joking.
literally. Hang on, where am I? I am literally right there, like leaning up against the door, just looking back, going, "There is a lion that is murdering books." And you just walk past.
Yes,
Okay.
because
It's got
We
zoom.
need to-
No, actually, no. It isn't murdering books. Is it 3 a.m.? Has it got zoomies?
I was just setting the scene.
I
kinda.
know, but has it got
Yeah.
zoomies? Because it looks like it's got zoomies.
leftover from destroy books. I'm sorry. Anyway, I would like to hit it with my broom and just go stop. Stop it.
You literally just walk over and just whap this on the head.
I am going to use. Does that hit? I believe I can ask if it hits.
She's mental.
Okay, so you're waiting until it, like, pounces over here and you're just running up and whacking it in the back? To the best of my understanding?
Yeah, I will pop myself in right next to it. There we go. Done.
You're mental. I'm sorry, you are.
That does not quite seem to hit, but you could have advantage on this roll because you are catching it off guard at the very least, so...
Okie dokie. No.
You do not seem to
I'm going
find
to use
purchase.
the inspiration to make it.
You using your inspiration.
What on earth is going on?
To re-roll the...
She's twatting a lion with a broom, Carl. That's what's going on.
She's twatting.
Yeah.
So a 14 continues to not hit.
Is there a wardrobe in here? Because I would like to climb it.
We'd like to go and stare into it while the rest of us fight it.
Well, if there is a wardrobe in there, and if we all leave, it's the Lion, the Witch, and the wardrobe.
Yes!
Literally.
Oh my
Get 'em.
God.
That's our pop culture reference for the day. Well done. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Oh, no.
I think I've just entered the Twilight Zone with this lot tonight.
Danny, that's what you have to name this episode. You know that, right? When it goes up on YouTube, it's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Well, we'll see. I usually just name it after the most memorable moment or whatever happened, but we'll see. We'll see if you can make it
That's
memorable.
freaking madness. That's what's happening.
So what does the lion
Okay.
do when it gets tickled with the bristles?
Oh
Well,
God.
that's immediately going to be at least acting in initiative. Not to confirm that you are in hard combat with this thing, but at the very least be acting in initiative.
Okay. That is
Let me
understandable.
bring it up. Oh,
Normal roll.
let me clear it up first, though.
I was
Where
not.
were you
Sorry.
2 minutes ago?
I
Can I
was
ask?
Let's just re-roll and put my 4 in. Oh,
Oh.
let's change that back to my 4. There we go. Not 4, not 14. 4. No, not 14. I want 4.
Why do you get negative on initiative?
Because
My
he's
dex
got
is
no
negative
low
one.
dex.
Oh, you poor thing.
I'm big and chunky, but I'm not very agile.
And now I have the big and chunky song in my head. Fucking hell.
I'm big.
You know the one I'm on about, right? Like, I don't need to.
apple pain.
What?
Exactly. That's about you, Liam.
Apple pen.
Okay, so everybody else, you've seen Lovey run up and whack this thing. Lovey is then fast enough where she could whack it and she could do something else.
So I don't get another round.
No,
no,
you-
No,
you
no.
were then
This is
half of
now
won.
the turn order.
You smack it, everyone is so stunned that you smacked it, you have enough time to do some, like, take another turn.
It's looking at you like, where?
Everyone is at you like, huh?
On me broom, please.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna hit it again. With a Shabada broom.
Banana.
Does a 25 hit?
Let me double. Yeah, that hits.
No! Stop it!
Okay.
That is whack damage as well.
Yep.
Otherwise known as bludgeoning, but sure.
Yes! You remember the time I called it bashing damage and then I didn't stop?
I believe, yeah, but when bashing damage after we'd fallen down a, a long slide, basically, hit the ground and you called it bashing damage.
After you crack it a second time, its tail shoots at you, and expecting a large, fluffy lion tail, it is very much not.
Oops! Wait, it's not his go yet, is it? Or does he get legendary actions?
Does
More like a
14 hit your AC?
I don't think it does. No, it does not!
Okay, and as it goes past, you see a large snake-like tail whiz right past your noggin.
I'm a snake.
I don't think it's a lion!
The wings gave that away.
Well, I said it was a lion with wings.
I would be lying if I said it was.
Oh no, I knew it was a lion. Oh,
Liam
right,
won. Liam won.
I don't have anything to say back to it. Okay. End of my turn. I will actually. Can I move round a little bit?
Yeah.
Would that be okay? I'm going to come around here, so 5, 10, 15. Just to support anybody. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the edge of its range?
I'll give it a glow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to literally, like, rush round in my black skirts to the other side. A little bit.
Can you see it?
No.
No.
Oh, right, I gotta make it visible.
Yeah, it's weird
Right,
how it doesn't default to visible to all players first.
That should have fixed it.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
see it now.
So yeah, so I will spin round it in my skirts, give it a whack as it shoots the snake tail at me, and end up on its other side really quickly. End of my turn, thank you very much.
Alrighty, Flynn.
If someone needs to put a turn order, only 5 on there.
Yeah.
This would be 6.
Yeah, Gorgor's not on there.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I only rolled a 5, so
Five?
if I put
I'll
myself,
add you.
yeah, I'll put myself back on, and then I'll change it to whatever.
I mean,
And then
I
if
can just click add turn.
oh, can you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I did it.
right click add turn.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Okie dokie. I will round. Can I try and identify the creature?
You can.
That be a nature or more of a kind of?
We'll give different information based on which one you choose to roll. Like, nature might give you composition of, these are the strengths of a lion, these are the strengths of the, this is what the wings are from. But Arcana might be like, oh, this is that creature, Like, it's an amalgamation of magic.
I'm just looking like, okay, I've got Arcana, I've got History, I've got Nature, and I've got Religion, and all 4 have got the same number, so...
It's just what kind of information you want.
I'll go with the Arcana to see if I recognise it.
Alrighty.
19.
Advantage?
Halfling.
Oh,
one.
oh, right, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, no, I thought that for a second, and then I remembered halfling.
It's more that I forget that he's a halfling than anything else.
Yeah. No, I'd forgotten. That's why I went. Wait, oh, fuck yeah, halfling.
I see that red outline come up, and it's like, nope.
Yeah. No, that is completely valid. It's especially because it's not a 1, it's a 3. Like, it
Yeah.
brain.
Roll the
I'm like,
one.
why
with
are
the
they
plus 2,
re-rolling
gives me
a 3? Oh. Yeah.
Yep. So, is it 19?
Yeah, with a 19. In what little dabbling in studying of magic you've done, just, bards are very adept at all things. You've heard tales of these creatures where wizards, in their hubris, attempt to create massive hybrid-esque monsters that are the best traits of multiple difference. This one in particular, the term would typically be manticore or chimera, loosely depending. It's hard to pin down which, but it's somewhere in that category of this is a multiple creature amalgamation made to be a monstrosity to protect stuff or attack stuff depending on the creator's wills. And they're stable enough where they've actually successfully reproduced in the wild and just become a creature that exists in the world even despite that. Whether it was one wizard who bred a herd of them and they just were viable enough, or multiple different wizards having similar ideas.
Okie dokie. So, what does that taking that? I'm guessing I'm taking the time to try and figure that out, and
Bonus action or action, your choice.
Depending what I can do, I'm thinking probably. Yeah, I'm thinking that can be my action.
Yeah.
Kind of rattling off this information as I'm kind of things like, oh, it's this, that, I play a chimera or a manticore. So I kind of give this information out, see if anybody else can start trying to figure out what it is. I'm speaking it aloud to give everyone that, and I will give.
Okay.
Do you also remember that things are very muscly and strong, but they aren't they're not heavily armored in scales and you can tell that at a glance, but it's despite all of the hybridization, it's not covered in dragon scales under its lion fur or anything like that. It's more meaty.
Gorgo's gonna throw a history at it, obviously you guys carry on.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm about to pass that. Can you just before you do that, Danny? Because I was about to say, I was going to start passing this information on. The bonus action was going to be an inspiration to Gorgo as I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Just trying to pass the information on, see if any knowledge triggers in anyone's mind, and
I wouldn't have used it on that anyway, so you're safe.
I know,
but yeah.
Yeah, inspiration to you.
Yeah. No, because the plan was, just in case, because obviously different background, I was has there any been soothsayers or voodoo orcs that have probably spoken about such creatures?
It's more of a we'll find out on your go.
Yeah, no, that's I'm kind of specifying so Ash can think of it while, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I will do that. I will have bonus action on that. Basically, I'm saying it probably hits very hard and is very strong, but it's probably very easy to hit by the looks of it. So that's the inspiration. I'm staying behind the cover of the door so it can't get through to me. And I will end my turn.
Okay. Which is going to be onto the monstrosity. What, Liam?
Liam just said things because Liam said things.
Okay, that's fair.
No.
I
was panicking.
People who have actually acted is almost exclusively Lovey.
Oh.
So it is now going to wheel around, now that Lovey's kind of maneuvered around it, and it's going to try and catch Lovey in both paws, kind of slamming them together. So So it's like left paw and then right paw kind of clawing back and forth to try and play with you like a cat plays with, its toys.
Clapping its paws at you.
Lovey is technically BRB right now, but she can be updated on the lack of health that she has when she gets back. As it rolls a nat 1 into a nat 20.
Yes.
Oops. That's going to be some chunky damage.
The left claw sweeps into the table behind and just spills some, chemicals and book items and experimental potions and such, just kind of causing a mess over there and seeming to singe the fur a little bit on the left claw. But the right claw comes in and just bats Lovey against the wall. Like it sweeps down this side and just kind of comes up towards her and just bats her this way. As she is taking...
Oof amounts of
Welcome
Rose,
back,
you've just got
Welcome back.
critted.
Oh shit!
It was a nat 1 into a nat 20. Look at that shit.
Like 20 minutes ago that I want to play a sorcerer next. Okay.
Ash did promise a TPK tonight.
CR20 Flying Lion. Yas, man. Yas.
That is 25 damage as it just kind of, it was trying to catch you with both of its paws, the way a cat will bat something back and forth with left and right paw.
We're doing max crits, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
proper big boy crits, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
the
am.
left paw hits the table behind you, and then the right one just slams you. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm still up. I'm okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, the only real, because I was injured a lot from the last fight, but I don't think many other people were.
No, I wasn't damaged at all. And don't forget, I did have
Yeah.
I was an apple at the time, so it would have taken over the HP of that.
Yeah.
Winky.
And then the tail seems to raise back up as it begins looking for a new target. And on to Gabriel.
Can I just say that Gabriel's mini in the order looks like a toilet?
What? How?
No, it does.
Like,
see. It's like a dirty toilet, to be fair. It's look clean.
I mean, I'll be honest, I can't see it, but okay.
Whatever makes you happy, Rose.
it makes me very happy.
Oh,
Right. So who's currently engaged? Is it just Rose there?
That's lovely. Yeah.
Oh, Rose,
Good.
congratulations. When did you get engaged?
Oh, for
So-
fuck's sake.
Oh, you would know, Danny.
Oh,
Yeah, Danny, what are you playing at?
soz.
Right. You
I'm going to cast True Strike at the beast.
I was like, who did
Oh,
for a
okay.
second then? I was gonna say, what?
okay.
Just so you know, True Strike only gives you it till your next attack, and it's an action to cast.
I know.
Just so.
I know. I'm quite happy just standing back, just seeing what's going on first.
He's just gonna stand there and point at it for 6 seconds.
Yeah, there you go.
Lion.
Like, it's right there. Yes, we know. We can see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okie doke. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to actually fast forward through. Is there anything else?
No, I'm quite content doing that.
I'm
Okay.
presuming Pass Without a Trace is dropped.
It's not
Chat.
concentration, is it? Oh, no, it is. I'll double check.
Okay, good.
No.
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
well done.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, it doesn't drop though, yeah. But it is concentration.
Wow.
Come on, Gorgor, the room is your quiver.
Wait, but I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage because, as seeing Lovey get hit really, really hard, he's gonna shout, "No, Lovey, don't move!" And then you'll see his face grimace and be like, "You're gonna pay for that." I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna recklessly cast Gorgor's hand instead of Bigby's hand. as I literally
Open palm
just go
strike.
to bitch slap it.
Google
Okay.
language is just basically a slap.
Oh,
Oh!
I can't put a fucking cantrip into this sadly because I use my bonus action to rage. But as I do, 12 points of bad kitty damage as I just belt it
It's
like
not-
And 4 plus 4 plus
It's
another.
13.
Oh shit! Why is that not set right? Oh
Does it
yeah,
show
I haven't
another-
set the crit damage. So yeah, add another one. So that's 13 points of bad kitty damage as literally cast Gorgo's hand and just bang, just whacks it as hard as he can.
Fluff glaring at you in solidarity now. I hope you-
Okay. Big crit game.
Yeah, no, literally just run in, just overhead swing and just bang.
Given the fact that it's currently facing Lovey, you've just ran up to it and slapped it on,
Yeah.
on the
On its
the
arse
hand.
as hard as I
Yeah.
can.
It's like, bad kitty.
You do not hurt people like that. That is naughty.
Okay.
Had Gorgo met one at Orcaldi? Has Gorgo met one at Orcaldi? Met what, Ben? I'm confusion.
In the meantime,
Either way, moving on.
A bad kitty at Orcaldi.
I don't know, maybe?
We need more, Ben.
Yeah, we-
Kitty.
is there anything else? So you're all done, Gorgo?
yeah, no, that is me done, yeah.
Is
Gorgo
there
is
anything else that
done.
happens because Gorgo hit it or anything?
No. It is 2 stunned from the slap at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I nearly did do power word stun instead, but didn't need to.
You accidentally cast it anyway. The spell went wild.
Maybe I'm a wild magic sorcerer.
That's what I'm thinking.
Anyway, go on, Liam, what are you doing?
Okay, I will run into this little corner next to him here. Then first of all, for bonus action, I'll do a Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
I
So I now
really,
gain
really don't
advantage.
like you, kitty.
Yeah, I now get advantage for 1 minute. Oh yes.
Yes, you do.
So now I'd like to do a smack on the cat, please.
Wait, is this a paladin spell or something?
Paladin
with a
ability.
vengeance. Channel
Oath of
divinity.
Vengeance. Yeah.
I get 1 per
Huh?
short rest.
I love how you set up the flank and then the 3 melee fighters have done each individually their own version of set up an
I
advantage.
don't get the flank.
Oh no,
So
technically me
then-
and Lovey are giving it to each other.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah,
you want to keep
here's
that
the
to
thing though.
yourself.
You attacked recklessly. Gabriel went and used True Strike,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and now Vow of Enmity. So 3 different versions of granting advantage.
Yeah.
That didn't need flanking.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the thing is, meta talk, I didn't need to reckless,
I know.
but Gorgo would have.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just
The 17 hit.
Yes, the 17 does hit.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stick a smite in that. I feel a bit smitey with that one.
Ooh.
So
Show me
is-
big damage.
Okay. Before I do that, is this creature
Fiend,
Undead or
aberration,
fiend?
and... Oh, yeah, just undead or fiend.
No, monstrosity.
okay?
eh,
So
no
the fiend slashing, then 2d.
Technically, to the best of your knowledge, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just whether he gets that extra D8 in it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
know. I just mean like
Yeah, yeah,
if the
yeah.
player doesn't know, I would roll it privately. Technically.
Got you, got you.
Yeah. 19 damage.
Like if it's like Strahd or a like disguised
Yeah,
as a
no,
human.
that's fine. I thought you were gonna say if the character didn't know, they don't get it. I was gonna say wait,
No,
but
no.
no. Now when you said roll it pro, say, oh, okay, yep, no, that's fine. That makes sense.
But yeah, that is 19 more damage. As you smite the heck out of this thing.
Oh yes, I do. And that is the end of my turn.
As you cleave into this thing and like move past it a little bit, like through it, its tail shoots back, trying to go for your shoulder.
Oh shit. Finish this legendary action, but we never resolved my Arcana check.
Oh, yes.
We'll do that after we've
Oh.
done this.
The stinger whizzes at Paladin Dave.
That hits.
Would you please make me a con save?
That's gonna be an advantage. That'll be 8.
Neither of those would have passed. As you take an extra 11 poison damage on top of the 7 piercing damage.
I don't remember if I just completely fucked up. But did I remember you saying at any point you were resistant to poison? Though?
I don't think
This
so.
character.
No.
It's Gabriel who's resistant to poison.
Ah, that's it. I was gonna say I couldn't remember if I just misremembered or just completely fucked up or not. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, no, it has been said in this campaign, but it was Gabriel.
Yeah.
I
just
you
misremembered
use
who,
disease-
that's all.
Disease at this moment, but
Yeah. No, all it means is I remembered right, just wrong person.
Don't poisons get that at like 2nd or 3rd level? The immunity
It's
to disease.
disease. It's not
yeah,
poison.
yeah,
Yeah.
3rd level, yeah.
I think it'll be a healing now, I think.
But yeah, so the stinger like bites through your armor a little bit, and you just get crunched on the shoulder, and your arm just starts to burn as the poison seeps into your system.
Oh.
You weren't. I mean, those are all middling things. This could be TPK, guys. TPK.
She meant
Good
it.
promise.
She did promise, yeah. The difference is between me and Ash is Ash means it.
Back up. Where's Ben's guest? Hurry up, Ben.
No,
This
you
is Ben's
I'm gonna
guest.
say you misunderstand. This is Ben.
How dare you, Ben?
It's like Palpatine. Like I am the Senate. I am the Manticore.
Not yet.
I mean, Manticore is like a very, very good, like, vigilante kind of name.
It's actually no, it's a superhero. He's Manticore.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like Superman, Batman, Manticore.
Oh no. Just no.
no. Lovey.
Right.
Lucky
Anyway,
it is
no.
your
No.
turn.
My
on,
Arcana
no,
check,
Arcana.
please.
Yes, your sorry.
My brain.
My brain, it was doing things.
Yeah.
It was the memes. The memes distracted me.
Yeah. I rolled a 19 historically.
Oh yeah, history check technically.
Wait,
okay.
it was. Did I roll history? I rolled a history, yeah, because I wanted to hear like if there were, like any like
Yeah.
people telling stories of such things back home.
You have heard tales of large flying beasts terrorizing landscapes, so that's very muddled with like talks of dragons and stuff, so it's hard to pin down what is folklore and what is useful information. But as you are a wizard and you are a bit studied, you've at least pieced together that this creature is it is very magical in origin at the very least, and you've heard tales of other creatures that are like, hybridizations at the very least.
Okay. So he eats like a pick and mix, but
Yeah.
with creature.
Like someone went to the buffet table and they just took everything they wanted that looked good and put it on one plate.
It sounds pretty good right about now, actually.
That's a quite kind of Manticore right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, we gotta deal with Maggle. Sorry.
And similarly, you do know at the very least, again, like lions are strong. So if this thing is like lion bodied plus, you're like, well, you're pretty sure you knew someone who wrestled a lion once, and it was a pretty rough fight. And this thing is, lion plus extra.
The Gogo has an idea, as you'll see Gogo reaching for his rope.
Okie doke. On to Luffy.
Okie dokie. I'm going to do something.
That's what you
So,
do. Do something.
I would like to
Rage.
Do the roar.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to cast. I don't know. Is that silly? Everyone's already
Probably.
themselves
Do it anyway.
advantage.
Cast healing word.
What was that, Michael? I missed that.
I said, who cares? Do it anyway.
Okay. I would like to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Is
Everybody does everything they can to get advantage in this fight.
it is empty object in a 20-foot range, so sorry Gorgor, but it's what it is. Would it actually be Gorgor? South. Would that be okay? Like if I cast it to hit me as well, because I don't want to hurt any of my friends.
I don't mind.
20-foot cube is 20-foot cube is size, not radius at the very least. But yeah.
Just do what you need to, lovey. Save yourself. It's okay.
I mean, you could cast it from, like, there instead, in these squares.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that then.
Wee.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Thank you. If I do it here, I don't think I hit. I know I still hit myself.
Yeah, you fire it like north.
Mm-hmm.
Do it like there? Would that still get me in it? If I did it right at the back? Do you allow me to do that?
Yeah.
The wall just becomes very easy to
Like
hit.
you're just crashing it into the wall.
That is a miss. So
Yeah, that's-
I'm on it, so I lost the other one. But everyone gets advantage on him.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
So yeah, any attack roll against the effective creature object has advantage if you can see it, and it can't go invisible. Not that it would.
Okay.
And that is my action, and I'm not doing anything with bonus action. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Okie dokie. I'm seeing that Lovey is very hurt. So
I am in single digits right now at the house.
That's it. Lovey, I know that you were, wanting to make sure this thing behaved itself, but you need to take care of yourself too. And I will cast Healing Word 2nd level.
Aww. I take back every mean thing I thought about you.
In the last 5 minutes.
I was about to say, that's nice. He doesn't, but
And then in like a couple more minutes, they'll all come back.
oh yeah, no, those feelings.
You
are
know.
there. Those feelings of hatred will never die. No,
I didn't say I hate you. Dare you?
I never said anything about hate.
No, I'm kidding. Why do people laugh? I will stop, I promise.
Don't.
There you go. 9 hit points. Best I can do.
Thanks.
9?
Yeah, you get no hit points back.
9.
You get no hit
points.
Yeah, you get no hit
9.
points back.
You get 9 hit points. 9. I rolled none.
Oh, digits!
If you weren't in double digits after getting 9 hit points back, we'd have to have a conversation.
Yeah, just a bit.
I mean,
what
technically,
you-
0 is still 0 is still 1 digit. So
No, but if she was at 0, that's
None. It's a magic number.
anyway, sorry.
anyway, yep, that is. I will fire my crossbow at it as well.
Okay.
Don't forget you get advantage.
I'm adding
It's-
it now.
Everybody gets advantage.
Everybody gets advantage. Fairy fire. No, legit. I remember in a game, Ben used to cast like fairy fire quite a bit, and it is legit bloody amazing for a first level spell that gives you advantage. It's like, wait, what?
Oh, it
We didn't even-
absolutely is. It's just funny when everybody is, as Michael pointed out, like everyone is granting advantage.
Everyone is trying
Yeah.
to give themselves advantage through their own abilities, and he's like, okay, right, 18,
18 does hit, yes.
9 points of piercing. I give you 9 and take from it.
Hey, that's pretty cool. It's a bit like that wither spell that you told me about, Ash.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Withering
Okay.
Bloom was a fun spell.
Mhm.
But yeah, so your crossbow bolt sails into this thing and like digs into one of its wings a little bit, and there's just a bolt sticking out of it. It lets out another roar as it attempts to bat the 2 people in front of it now. 1 to Gorgor, 1 to Paladin Dan.
It really didn't
Yeah,
learn when I smacked it.
It turned around and it's slapping you back.
Yeah,
Is
it
Something disadvantage. There isn't there?
So what?
is
What?
there what for disadvantage?
Is there a spell that would give an enemy disadvantage?
Blindness, deafness.
That is a good one. Anything that can poison it.
Yeah, Winfred's specialty, that blindness, deafness.
Really? He's never used it.
He has a
Oh, he
couple
did.
times.
I'd say he used it on a spider that had got blindsight.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh,
interesting.
that. Unfortunate.
I didn't know he had blindsight until Michael just laughed in Spider. He just clicked at me.
I laughed in Dragon Spider, to be fair, but yeah. Anyway,
I wasn't here that day, that's why I don't remember it. I wasn't. I think I was late or not there. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, that's why I was like, he never used it.
in the meantime, people get
So it claws at Paladin Dave with its left paw. Trying to push both of the 2 attackers into like towards each other.
back to that
So it's batting at Paladin Dave and then at Gorgor.
You'll have advantage against Gorgor.
Yeah, because I did reckless.
25 against Gorgor.
That will miss.
But first it's hitting Paladin Dave.
18 hits me.
Did you say that
Paladin
was...
Dave resolving first. Go ahead. Throws.
Sorry, Dave just said that was a miss. I was like, oh,
God.
God. Shut up.
Oh no. Oh, jump scare from James Corden.
What?
I don't know what happened. I think I clicked on that little thing at the bottom of the weatheries, and James Corden popped up and gave me a heart attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna. That should be
Move
plus
along.
7. Yeah, that should be plus 4, not plus 7. So
Fucking
13
Lord.
damage to Paladin Dave.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
the right paw claws at Gorgor, which I do believe you get a reaction against if you want.
I get a sentinel, yes.
Nice.
I'm very hurt at the moment.
Gorgor is taking 17 damage,
Half.
And-
Rage.
Yeah.
half from rage.
So 8.
This is
Yeah.
not going to plan.
Oh.
And your 10 goes just absolutely wild. Like, you're too rocked by the swing and off balance. You just, best you can do is stabilize yourself with your greatsword with your swing. Like, you swing kind of wild, but you don't fall over.
Yeah. I've got 1 hit point left.
What's a hit point?
He's woozy and about to fall over at any moment.
Hit points are the ability to remain conscious. He is losing the ability to remain conscious.
Yeah, we all have to do it once, though. What's a hit point? Sorry. Oh, remain.
You have advantage from a lot of things.
Yes!
Oh god, what is a 3 now? What?
What, I must say, what were you swinging?
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one when I did that. Sorry, it's meant to be great sword, so I'll take the
Great
20.
sword, long sword, great sword. It's just slashing at it.
I'll take the great
Ah, it's a great sword. No, it's long. It's great. It's long.
Okay.
So 14
Wait,
points of
and
great sword damage.
Yeah, you see Paladin Dave faltering, and for whatever reason, you run in to fight the beast back.
I'm
And
gonna
20
use-
absolutely hits. But
So what have I got? What have I got? Action surge, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
See if I can turn its attention to
I
me.
love how Ben's responding like 5 minutes after something.
Yeah, does he lays really bad?
It was my guest character is doing it, but 10
Oh,
minutes left.
come off it! Well, 12 twice. That's ridiculous.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. It was worth a shot.
But your first hit did still do some pretty solid damage to it.
Yeah, silver lining. Let's get rid of this again. That's fine. I'll burn my action surge. That's everything I can do at the moment.
If nothing further, it's going to be up to Gorgor next.
Go.
Right. I am going to attempt to use the rope, and I'm going to jump on its back and try and start restraining it and hopefully stop it doing things.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Grapple it something.
But I'm
Yeah,
going...
I'm going to need like athletics and grappling checks, I think.
Yeah.
Don't-
I imagine I can't. I won't. I'm pretty sure I probably won't be able to do it all in one turn. But essentially, the plan is to jump on its back and start tying it down. So I've got 48 foot of rope. I'll use all of it if I have to.
think Rose is saying because you can't.
Big.
Yeah, it's technically too big. to
No,
grapple.
this is the thing. I'm not grappling it. I'm tying it up with rope.
Oh. Is it still
Yeah,
Like-
he's climbing it and then
Yeah.
attempting to
I'm not
restrain
grabbing.
it.
I'm not grabbing it and bear hugging it. Like I am literally wrapping rope around its wings and its neck and stuff, and just tying
Yeah,
this
it's,
fucker
a,
down.
it's a multi-turn thing, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. I don't expect to do it all in one. That'd be silly. Yeah, no, I know I can't grapple it, like, but it's like think like Cowboy the Lasso and a bull. You know what I mean? Basically that. So athletics, you said?
Yeah, probably athletics to get up there, and then probably some sort of secondary.
Yeah.
Like you won't get it fully tied up in one go, but
15. Because I get advantage because rage.
yep.
Because of the Rage.
My rouge.
You do at the very least begin climbing its back, and kind of get on its like back, like lower haunches.
Yeah, and I'll just start like throwing the rope around it, ready to like start cinching and tying.
As you are trying to do that, the tail does come up to try and bite at you and fight you off.
A tail does a bite. That's silly. That's silly.
It's got a snake tail.
But
Okay,
it's
the
a
snake
tail,
does-
not a mouth.
It's more like a snake stuck to its ass.
Yeah.
I would like to silvery barbs that.
You may. $16.
16 still hits.
I do believe you still get
Barely.
to give somebody else advantage with that because they need it. I mean, I guess it also gives it to the saving throw potentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of watches. I think Gorgor as he watches the tail kind of, the snake go out, and it's like, the tail's not a problem. It's not a tail. It's a snake stuck to its ass. Would probably give you the advantage to be able to get through the con save you're about to make.
Yep.
Great.
You also
is
have
gonna be-
Inspire.
Yeah,
That
I've
followed
remembered.
my con save.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remembered. I still got the inspiration.
Yep.
Advantage.
I'm gonna use it, which is a D6. Yeah,
Yeah, D6.
20.
20 does save against it, so you're only taking half of this number.
Fuck yeah.
7.
So
call
the 10 goes down to 5,
Yes.
and then the 7 does me in because I don't have that.
No, yeah, the 7's already.
Yeah. I went from 8 to 3, and I don't have it. So, do you do injury rolls?
I think this is the first time it's come up. I did not normally intend to do injury rolls, considering I am already aiming high on lethality of combat.
Joe call, like I said, because I've got the table and stuff. I'm happy to roll it. I don't care.
No, we'll leave that purely to overall RP.
Okay.
Like, if you get, like, hard down, you're free to take inspiration from, but I'm not going to enforce.
No, that's fine. I would say I was fine too, but yeah, that's fine.
More of, again, because I aim just high on lethality, and I'm like, if I just start whack-a-moling people, because I know 2 other people are about to fall.
And I'll put myself back there because I probably slipped off it.
But yeah.
Note to self: climbing kitty.
No injury rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Note to self: climbing Aggie kitties are bad. Especially Aggie kitties with wings and snake arse.
But yeah, with that, Gorkor goes down after having climbed the kitty. It was almost a good plan.
Yeah.
Paladin Dave, you're up.
I might as well tell you, I had the mind to basically, like, you know, when you tame a wild horse by, like, just literally breaking it in, I was going to try and tame it as a met. Just imagine Gorgor, like, trying to fucking rodeo this shit and tame it.
Okay, so Gorgor might need some help in a second.
In the meantime, you need help in the moment.
I need help, so I'm gonna give myself. I'm gonna get his game in a second, so I need to give it quite high. I'm gonna use 19 lay on hands on myself and leave 1 left over.
Okie doke.
Point. Yeah.
It's good for a defib, innit?
Yeah.
I'm back up to 20.
You're not
That's
bad
the end of my,
off.
that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Action to do a lay on hands, Sam.
Does that come back after a short or long rest? Long
Oh,
rest.
shiza. Right, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Gorgor. I don't know when I got that. Yes, yeah, I've got it. I don't know why I seem to have forgotten all my spells.
Yeah, you don't use them. You're a monkey. Return to nature.
First level. There we go. That's 6 points of healing to Gorgor, and I'll just say, "Now's not the time for a nap." And then I'm gonna hit it with my shillelagh broom.
I do believe if you're still wielding your Moonsicle for spellcasting, it's an extra D4 on healing.
Ooh.
I need to update that because is that any healing or just Healing Word?
I believe that's any healing. I'll double check.
I get 1 extra.
When you cast a spell that restores hit points, you can add an extra D4 to the total amount healed.
That's decent.
Oh, I need to start preparing Cure Wounds.
And it gives +1 to all of your spell casting stuff.
To hit
Yeah,
and
so
DC.
it's technically more. It's just I like my broom. That would be a 24 to hit.
Let me double. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, good. And 9 points of bludgeoning damage. So just as it, like, you know, the snake bit comes round and I'm guessing its face is still with me, I'm just going to thwack it between the eyes a little bit. Like, proper. No!
It is starting to look very fatigued from this combat, and it's starting to have some, like, very visible wounds across it.
Okie dokie. Somewhere. But yeah, that my turn.
Okay, fun. And Gorkor, you did get healing reminder.
Say that again.
You did get
You got
healing
healed,
reminder.
get rid
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
I just forgot to uncross me. I did put it. Thank you.
Yep.
You're cross.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, all and he can't get up till his turn.
So Gorgor's fallen in that spot, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know because like you.
Yeah, what it was, I'd put myself there because I was climbing and I imagined I'd fell off, so I slipped back to where I started climbing.
Nice.
Okey-dokey. I will. Gorgor. Can I use my action to help pick him up?
Alrighty.
Because I don't have enough movement to be able to do anything, so action just to help Gorgor get up.
Oh, so he's not prone anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a funny sight thinking of a little halfling picking up this
Kind of like
7
pushing
foot.
him up, like, gotta get up, gotta get up, gotta get up.
Yeah,
This
just
7
gotta get-
foot, 300 and some pound orc. He's being helped up by this little pint-sized halfling.
To be honest, it's more probably inspirational, like speech. Just come on, Gorgor. You know you've got to keep getting. Just
Like when you're
inspires
trying-
you to.
No, but just
basically
mental image. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, mental image, yes, but it's more inspirational. Just like you can do it, you can get up. This little kiddie's not going to keep you down.
Does it have a safe word? Probably not.
Does it go from what? Oh, the rope tying. I get it. Big Ben is still mine.
Anything with your bonus?
I think. I will go with an inspiration to Gabriel, and whilst I'm getting Gorgor up, he's like, "Now, where's distracted?" And that's the best I can do. So that is another inspiration point. I have 2 inspiration points left, and let's make those. I don't think I have enough movement to be able to kind of get away from it, so I'm going to just stay there, kind of behind the wall from it at least.
Alrighty. Who did the inspiration go to again for my own bookkeeping?
Gabriel.
Me.
Okay, thought so. Making sure. As you are helping Gorgor up, Flynn, one of its claws comes at you.
Okay. Do I have cover from the wall?
You can have +2 against it.
Yay.
I couldn't remember which stage of cover that was, but that's the amount that you're getting.
That's half cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
gotta like
would-
try and wiggle around the wall so it can't quite get leverage, but
Okie dokie. I would like to use another silvery barbs, please.
yep. Does a 9 hit?
Nope.
Alright, so that one goes wild. The second one, however...
Is it both attacks coming at me?
No, one claw went for you, and then the other one, it's trying to do right-left, so it's facing to the left right now, so right is going to the top people, left is going to the bottom people.
Okie dokie.
If that narratively makes...
Nope, that makes sense. It was just like, and the second one, and I'm like, oh fuck, really?
No, the second one comes up from the left side, and... Double checking Paladin Dave, he healed himself the whole time, so it's more focused on Gabriel at the moment. It's not aware enough to focus down healers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As he hits Gabriel, I've got to use my Sentinel.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
thank you.
The advantage goes to Gabriel as well for me kind of distracting it. So you have advantage on the next attack roll, saving throw, or skill check
Oh,
you
cool.
wish to do.
Don't forget as well, you get advantage from fairy fire and advantage from literally everything else that's going on in
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah.
It was
You
more on
get
the lines
all
of
the
my
advantages.
advantage isn't just attacks.
It can be saving throws.
Mine can be savings, yeah.
Ew.
Let's say I'm throwing out first level spells like I was doing counter spell against a wizard at this point. It's just like no. If I'd got counter spell, that's the same thing I'd have thrown out. It's like no.
Did
Why
do
am
my
I
attack?
getting trapped in, like, Dormammu I've come to bargain problems? I'm just gonna
What?
refresh.
What?
Oh,
She kept trying to do something and got stuck.
Oh.
Okay,
yes.
Liam, was you was making attack, yeah?
I'll just roll my attack now very quickly before things are. Well,
My alt key is stuck somehow, despite not having...
Oh.
And I'll keep.
Well, no, like, I have it pushed. I'm just gonna give it a second to calm down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
getting a 12 room hit for me though.
You're guessing correct. The 12 misses.
Yeah, it's the weirdest problem. Like, it's zoomed me out all the way, and it's not letting me zoom back in, and like half of my... It is weird. For which I apologize. And I don't know how to fix.
It's okay.
I, for one, will blame Stuart.
It's not tied to Chrome. I apologize for these technical difficulties. It is just making it hard to do actually anything.
Yeah.
Because I can't even, like... do you mind if we take 5 for me to just, like, speed reboot? Because I can't actually use my computer at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so
Break time.
DM difficulties. We'll give away a Steam game while the DM dies.
Everyone grab a drink or something. Take 5.
Yeah, I'll pick a game. We'll give it away. Why not?
Okay.
And obviously anyone can enter. You just got to put the keyword in on chat. What to do? You know what? We'll give away this game called X-Morph Defense. It's basically you play as like an alien race of...
Yeah.
It's like a tower defense game, but you play as the alien attacking Earth rather than, you know, the typical. So, to do that, you just got to simply put in chat, aliens. Do that, and we'll give it away. It also comes with some DLC. It comes with 2 DLCs.
Everybody watching the stream will be entering about 5 minutes later. Oh. Yeah, your streamers won't be playing ball all day, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've asked Mom if she can get on the blower to Virgin tomorrow because it's had patches of dodginess, but today's been tragic.
It's been more pixelated than hentai today. Ooh.
Well, if you're still finding it pixelated, you're looking on the wrong sites, my guy.
Oh, hello.
That's our DM gone.
Yay! Revolt. Right.
I am now the DM.
I'll quickly go to the bathroom
points.
myself. So I'll be back in a second, and then we'll do a draw.
I too will be going for a drinky woo.
He says he's going to the bathroom. You say you're going for a drink at the same time.
I got a slice of death on Danny's Twitch.
Oh dear.
Yeah. He sat there with his arm over a chair, looking very, very chilled, and he's pulling a face.
Is it his own or somebody else's?
Pulling a weird face because he's frozen.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Bum 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 bum.
Something, somebody, something. I'm guessing that's where you were going, at least.
Yeah. Danny's like got his lips all puckered up now and he's frozen again.
Oh dear.
I wonder how far behind we are on this.
Probably very.
Yeah. Oh, that's how far behind. You're still on their screen on Twitch, Danny. You're still on the screen on Twitch. That's just how far behind you are.
What's this? Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, beans.
No, I just heard you say that and just wondered what game it was. No, I hadn't heard the game. That was what the game was. So I was just like, oh. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh.
But he doesn't get.
Mhm.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I think I should have that. Oh.
Or you could just buy it.
Or you could just not enter for once, Liam. Yeah, my point.
No, I could for memes.
Oh, jeez, whiz.
Or they get the soundtrack as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I can now listen to the sci-fi music. Very nice. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it looks like
Oh,
it's
that's nice and clever. The not only is the environment destructible, but you can destroy it into dropping it on the invading targets. Yeah, when you said it, I was like, I've not heard of that. Better have a look. Huh? Where am I looking? Where am I looking? There we go. Giveaway channel. Yes. 8-bit.
Mm.
So 8-bit armies, Glorian Invictus, Insurgency.
Oh. Oh.
Hmm? Oh yeah. No. I said. Oh. Is that Monaco? What I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I thought. Because Monaco. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. That's a Nucky. When was I
Mhm.
seeing the Nucky in the chat? Oh god, that delay is delay so bad that I've won a competition without it actually being on stream. Yeah. I kind of got to the single nugget in chat after the cats and the bird. That's probably about 5 minutes, I'm guessing now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
We've
tried
lost.
starting the stream? Just see if that helps.
We've lost the DM. We've lost the DM.
Mhm.
Cool. There's some decent ones there. What was? Yeah. Okay. So. Okie dokie.
So,
Okie dokie.
so
8-bit
so-
armies. I remember having a look at that. That looked fun. I think so. Yeah. Nice.
I'll enter a game for the meme just to see if I win the game, I'll
No.
just redraw it. I have done that before and won.
So the Gloria Victis is an MMO, yeah. Okie dokie. Insurgency is a first-person shooter or something, isn't it? Yeah.
Yay! Congratulations!
Why am I searching for this when why am I rewriting out all of these things when I've got a perfectly good copy
Ooh.
paste function I could use?
Have you seen the Pathfinder book?
Yeah.
The Pathfinder books at the moment are called Pathfinder books.
Oh yeah, first edition Pathfinder. No,
Yeah.
second edition's the new one. Basically, Pathfinder made up to 5e version.
This Pathfinder bundle is a first edition by the look of it,
Oh yeah,
but it's like 39 different books for £18.75.
yeah. No, it's
Yeah, bother me.
Ooh. Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
so
Oh.
the thing that you were looking at, Liam. Is it the Pathfinder first edition character options?
Let me have a quick look at Humble Bundle again. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'd say it's the thing of really, I would really enjoy playing a game of Pathfinder. Problem is we need someone to run the game because I would want to play it as the main thing first. Because it is very fun, and I've played the thingy a couple of times. I've played the games on Steam, which have given me a little bit of a thing to try and play it, but it's yeah, we need to play it at some point. I might have to run it once and then get somebody else to tag in for a bit because it's. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Ah, hello.
Mhm. I'm
Oh,
getting the
that's
yeah. I'm wondering whether or not there's a certain Sabaton song that gets put in there at all.
you.
Insurgency. That's it.
Right then, let's
Come
get back
straight to the
some
source.
D&D. Oh, how are
Because
you, Ash? Oh,
mm,
hey, hello.
Sorry that took so long. Discord itself took like 5 more minutes after I got into Roll20.
I, I,
Hmm.
I demand a Xenomorph defense recount because I think it was only Liam that entered into it.
Second
Uh,
point. Oh God.
so they are getting through, but then I was just like, I thought I'd come through because it was like, Ash went for a break, and I'm like, that was at least 4 minutes ago.
Danny, both of them say there's an error. Yeah. It says there's an error redeeming your code. The code must be invalid.
It has all gone wrong.
This is where Danny, testing whether or not it's valid, has accidentally signed it in for himself.
So mine ends in PN.
Mine ends in double N, and it says there was an error. I've tried both. Both of them said an error.
Oops.
I'm already here. I'm already here.
She's all sorted.
I've been good since the moment I joined.
Okay. Oh, ow.
But no, what we just had was. Sorry for that delay, though. The Manticore missed Gabriel, and Paladin Dave missed the retaliation against it, missing Gabriel. At which point, that's going to be the end of its turn. Its tail is going to rise back up and start looking for new people to sting at. And then it's going to go into Gabriel's turn.
Yay! I'm gonna slap him with my whipping stick.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, it says error. I can send you the picture. Honestly, it says redeem a Steam gift card or wallet code. All right, tell me after. I'll send you the picture of the screen. So, well. Anyway, yeah. So I've hit.
Yeah. Brave. Oh.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
You have
You do have
advantage.
advantage.
Right,
18 would hit anyway, but
You might get to 20. Oh.
19 also hits.
I'll
Not a
take the
20, one away.
yeah, but I'll take the 18 because the 14 damage is better than the 12 damage.
Yep. As you swing into it, the tail does shoot at you.
That's fine. You can shoot at me if it wishes.
17.
My armor is 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have much to try and cover that, I'm afraid.
It's fine.
Are there any circumstantial reasons why this should miss you?
Well, you can say whatever you want, circumstances, but I'm gonna go with as a reaction. I'm going to cast. It says here one reaction when you're hit by an attack or magic missile. So
Yep.
I'm
So
going
you
to
cast shield.
shield
Okie doke.
as my reaction to being splattered by your tail.
All right. And it goes to whiz at you, and as it does, you successfully put up shield in time, and it just pings right off of the shield. And it looks a bit confused, bit angry, but obviously doesn't hit you.
I'll laugh in its face. Ha 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 ha! Is
Well,
that
Snake face or the lion
Wisdom
face?
saving throw, right?
I say the snake's face or the lion's face.
both?
I'm imagining them both like seeing the laugh, turning to look at each other like this
The fuck
bastard.
was that? Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Gabriel hit it. Anything else? No bonus actions?
No, I've got nothing else I could do because you've already burnt my extra stuff. So.
Gorgor the Alivinator. You stood up from prone.
Yeah, you are up. It tried to make you dead. Make it not. Make it dead instead.
Okay.
Bop it on the nose with the sleep spell.
That is a hit. It takes 9 points of sleep right to the face. It is definitely starting to look very dazed from all this bludgeoning around. Anything else? So you had to put your rage back up. Paladin Dave.
I am going to hit it.
Oh, creative, aren't we? Feeling a bit bold.
Yeah. Yep. With advantage.
Mhm.
22
Anything else today, sir?
damage, please. 13. But no smite this time.
Ah, adventurous.
Mhm.
I love how your meme attempt
What?
is just pushing him more and more into Mortimus territory.
I would like to.
I mean, I was
I
doing
would
the
actually
SpongeBob
like-
meme, but
I know. I can
Yeah.
see the panels as you're going.
Yeah, I want to try to shove it up against this wall a bit more.
oh,
If it's
with your
possible.
goring bonus action.
Yep, so that'll be a strength saving throw. It looks strong, but it might not be. Actually, I don't think I can. I think it's too big.
It might also be too big, but either way, I think a 15 saves.
It saves you. One size larger
So it
than me,
could be a
yeah, it's
future
too
problem.
big. I'll just try to headbutt it and nothing happens. Look,
Yeah.
like, yes, it is too big.
You
That's
headbutt
what-
it headbutts you back, and you both just kind of like push. It's like,
And then you see, and then the snake's there, just like my turn.
But at the end of my turn.
all right, Lovey.
Yeah, it is me.
Wow.
I'm
It's
going
me.
to. Yeah, let's give it a thwack.
Thwack. Thwack is successful.
Oh my. That is
I
mighty
know.
good.
9 more bludgeoning damage. People just like that number today.
Over again. Like, don't seem to be able to roll everything. But an eye. Bid yes. Everyone seems to be up and doing okay, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Speeding through.
So-
Lynn. Oh, good.
Seeing that everything seems to be going quite well at the moment, and it's distracted with everything else, I will kind of continue my cowering behind the wall a little bit, making myself just very small. Like, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? And for my... I will pull out my rapier and make an attempt to stab it.
Okay.
With advantage.
I know.
With infinite advantage.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I have not set the crit up on this.
Okay. So that's what, 3 more damage?
yeah.
Yep.
6 plus 8 is 14.
It's not bad.
Yeah. That's not bad at all.
Literally, just see the paw kind of just like the paw sweeping back towards me and just stab it like, no, stay away.
Very, very nice hit. It does seem to be on its last legs.
I technically drew a weapon when I did that, so I can't do anything else. Yep, I think we're all good. So yeah, that will end my turn.
All right.
Basically
And it's-
holding the
yeah.
So, but it's basically holding the rapier out like one of those little, spines to keep the birds, like you put on top of the fences to keep the birds off, and then a cat just prods it with its paw. It's like, no, stay away.
It is going to attempt to claw at Gorgor and Gabriel again.
Well, no, that is bullshit.
No, actually, it's lion and snake shit. But
It's still bullshit.
I can tell it's very hurt, right?
It can try
yes, you
if
can.
it wishes. It can try.
Yeah, what do you say, Shuri?
You can tell it's
Okay.
very hurt, yeah.
Okay, I want to use my sense of voice first attack.
Yep. The attack itself does go through, and it's going to be left on Gabriel first, and then you're going to get yours, and then Gorgor if it's still up and kicking. 18?
you still got shield up.
I have, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it was right at the end of his turn. It's still good. That is a miss. 24 hits.
10 damage.
Liam, you're really good at these. Except for the part where you have to describe what you do.
See, you was right. Until this part.
Like, I don't say it goes to Gorgor, just try to have a go at its tail and just end up doing a lot of damage. That makes sense? Like,
Essentially, you go for its tail and you misjudge and you cut it in half at the gut instead.
like not in half, but, do a bit more
Yeah,
damage than I
Like a
expected.
very large cleave across its back flank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so this thing, it claws futilely at Gabriel, and as it turns to Gorgor, Paladin Dave just comes up with his greatsword and cleaves up its backside, ripping open a large wound. The thing collapses weakly
Nice.
into just a pile.
Oh, guys. Can we take a sit down, please?
Yeah. I need a rest.
Yeah.
My everything hurts.
I will take a look at the far end of the room whilst everything's going on.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, what is this?
So are we taking a rest that is short?
Well,
Yeah, I think
as long as I can recover, I don't care how long we stay.
I think a short rest is good. I'm gonna start harvesting some parts off this beast, just in case I can sell it.
Call it a short rest with tossing the room and whatever else, so like 90 minutes total, roughly.
Short
For
rest.
anyone keeping track, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy
I'm
with
more
that.
making sure at the moment that that whatever this is at the bottom isn't going to be dangerous and we're
Oh,
not
that
going
was
to
a
get.
nice roll.
Oh, I have an idea. I think a nice lion mane, and that would be good for as a cloak.
Okay.
Why do you? Just a quick question. Why do you have to harvest everything in every game? Like there's so many carcasses.
Because Carl
some-
treats D&D like Skyrim.
Yeah, thank you. But this
That's
is
not a
some
compliment,
valuable-
Carl.
It is.
It's not.
Trust me, it is. Some valuable shit here. I want to take it and use it.
Can I be investigating down here whilst the
Yes.
sound of flayed chimera?
All right. You see, Flynn was not there for this, so he would not immediately recognize it. But you do see a large portal-esque archway cackling with energy at the south end of the room. Though it currently seems a little unstable and nothing seems to be coming through it at a glance. And as you walk past, there's a smashed kind of altar, and the room as a whole is just filled with wizardy bullshit nonsense, to quote Hailra from the future.
The future.
Yeah, she'll probably say that eventually.
Oh, you said the future, and I was thinking, hang on, what are we before the Krieg or something?
No, Hailra just seems like she'd say wizardy bullshit nonsense.
Rude. So, yeah, I would have a peek at this altar and the portal and see if there's anything around that I can find or glean that would be of use to decipher what this place is and what it's for. Would that be perception, investigation, or...
Perception is finding things, investigation is understanding things, and then niche stuff is nature, religion, arcana, etc.
Okie dokie. Well, I will
Like if trying to figure out like what this portal in particular is, that'd probably be arcana, or maybe higher DC history.
Okie dokie. Right, well, I will do a perception then, see if I can't find anything. Ooh, yay.
You start looking around, and at first you're a little distracted by just how much stuff there is in this room, but you do manage to narrow your focus a little bit. There are a large number of books, and half of them are half destroyed. But there are still a few intact buried amongst the rest. Especially the altar was a bit sturdier than the wooden bookcases, and that's where you find the most intact books. The portal itself, it's a pretty safe assumption as to what it is, just based on shape and, design and even basic understanding of Arcana. It's especially because there's probably a cleric casting detect magic on it in the near future.
Probably.
It's very much just, I think teleporting is conjuration, but yeah, it's portal. The archway itself that's containing the portal does seem to have some sort of empty socket almost to it towards the top. Other than that, the room is just very destroyed, potentially just by the beast, potentially by other things before the beast. It's hard to determine which different types of damages are which. Is this a massive creature slammed into it, or is this it was tossed beforehand, considering the mess this thing has made?
Okay. Did I find anything of use near the altar there?
Yeah, I did mention there's some fairly intact books there. Let's all immediately... Let me double check one sec what I actually have listed, because that was one of the few things I did lose, but... You do? Yeah, it's predominantly just books. There's some fine, I don't want to say jewelry, items. Like, there's a really nice, goblet. There's an offering plate. Like, it's a matched set kind of thing. And those might sell for a pretty penny if you were that sort. None of that jumps out as innately magical without further prying, at the very least, though.
Oh no, I just kind of wave it near the cleric that's kind of wandering around.
Alright, he'll successfully get those identified by the end of you guys tossing the place.
Okie
I believe Gabriel is skinning this thing or something.
I would like to do I would like to do a thing in a moment once.
Okay.
So are you collecting trophy? Are you trying to collect specific pieces of it? Are you? What are you after from this?
I want its skin as to wear as a mane. Do you know what I mean? Like a cloak, his head actual like over my head and things like proper like awesomeness. Obviously, teeth and claws will take part in that as well.
Okay. Are you proficient in these? Are you proficient in leatherworking or skinning or?
I'm proficient in none of that, but it just sounds cool, so I'm gonna try.
More than welcome to try. You're just working with rudimentary tools, is my only comment.
That's absolutely fine. Rudimentary is better than nothing.
Roll me a strength check and a dex check to govern just the difficulty of this and the precision of this.
Okay,
like it's gonna encompass the whole thing.
Okay, strength test first.
Alright.
Dex tech, you said, sorry?
Yep, dex after. Okay, so you don't have the cleanest cuts, but the very rough hide that this thing has, you are able to cut through like butter.
Beautiful.
Like, despite how, you know, rough this thing was to hit at times, and you do just find the sweet spots and you just rip it up.
It's been battered as well, hasn't it? It's fused out. So I understand there's going to be a few scars. I can work with that.
Yeah. And yeah, it's going to be a little rough, but you can get, like, loose shaping that you want.
Yes. I know when a line or chime in or main, absolutely fine.
Well, you've got to make it first. You just have the skin.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there.
Alrighty. You've got your big main. It's going to take you longer and more to get more anything else from this thing. And if anyone else is as well. Gorkor wanted to do a thing in some capacity, I believe.
I would like to go through all of the broken bookshelves and make two piles, one of broken books and one of non-broken books. I want to go through the non-broken books and look for any magic ones and start reading them and tracing all the pretty symbols and pictures that they usually have and telling and saying out loud the words that they normally have. And that, because that is how I usually get really good magic. Like,
okay. Roll me perception and then investigation.
Okay, so perception. That's not meant to be with advantage, so I take the 5. And then investigation, I have now fixed it for an 8. So yeah, literally the first thing is just grab every single book. If it's torn and ripped, one pile. If it's intact, in another. Then go through that pile.
Gorgor's interpretation of intact book might not be congruent to what other people view as an intact book, given the intactness of Gorgor's robes.
That's fair. That's
but
fair.
he does go about just making a big pile of damaged and less damaged books. Along with, did Flynn point out any of the ones at the altar itself, or did he leave them there? Did he take them?
I would go to every single place where there is a book and take it.
And then, like, potentially including on Finn's person. Was
Oh no! Anything that's strewn about. If he's picked it up, then that's fine. But then
I'm kind of going through the ones. I'm going through the ones that are at the thing, but I'm basically building a pile. I'm kind of, if you kind of come over, I go, these are the piles. This is the pile I'm currently looking at. This is the pile I'm done with.
Okay, and I'll take the pile he's done with. And then basically the intact pile, quote unquote, I will sit, go through them, trace the pictures, read the magic words, and become a better mage. Just to point out, he can't technically read, but the most he can do is if there's like arcane sigils and stuff, he will trace them out with his fingers and stuff. I'll leave that hook out there because that's what he would do.
I'm getting the sudden feeling that you're going to release something from
Oh no,
somewhere.
I'm fully aware,
Oh, yeah.
and that's why I purposely worded it the way I did, because then I'm giving the hook to Ash and be like, it's up to you if you want to play with it. Fuck it.
I was wondering where this would end up, and I just had to check a ruling before I did anything with it.
Yeah, he can't read the words. He would probably try to, but it's more the symbols and sigils. He would definitely at least run his finger over them and trace them.
Would you describe your actions as to a thoroughness of attuning?
Shit.
I mean, technically, yes.
Like he's spending a lot of time with it, he's studying it.
Yeah, it would technically come under a tuning. Whether he knows he's doing that or not is a different thing. But in the technical sense, he probably is attuning to them.
For interest's sake, where is Gorgor doing this, and what direction is he facing?
For the sake of access, we'll say I'm doing it in the middle of the room here, and I'm sat with my back up against the altar here where Flynn is. So Flynn can literally throw books over in front of me when he's done. So I've got like shit pile to the left.
So you're facing like this way-ish?
Yeah. So I'm facing that way. Shit pile on the left, good pile on the right, and obviously I've got one book on my lap.
Is anyone else still by the door?
Those lot are that way. So yeah, if your ship pile is there and
Yeah.
dump pile is
Yeah,
there,
the shit
so
pile is in the really fucked up books.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Roy gone? Oh, there I am.
It's not. I've made two piles. One of intact books, quote unquote, and then the left pile is Fubar.
Okay, so
what is Gorgor's preferred spellcasting ability? Intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?
Let me double check. Mechanically,
because Druid is wisdom, but
we'll say wisdom then for the sake of because Lovey's been teaching him, and his magic initiate is based off wisdom because of that.
Yeah.
So we'll just go with that.
Yeah, any books I'm
roll
done
me
with,
a
they go
spellcasting
on
attack.
top of.
A spellcasting attack roll. Oh no.
Yeah. Any books I'm done with go on the tape on the altar, and then you can do that.
Yeah. Add 3 to this roll because I'm not proficient with wisdom. So 10.
Gabriel, while you're skidding stuff, whizzing past the back of your head and crashing into the half-opened door, is this green blob of arcane energy similar to what you guys encountered in the forest? From that one Mr. Druid man?
Coming from the book or from me?
From your hand.
From there.
Like you're making the yes, I'm a wizard, I know what I'm doing hand gestures.
Oh, like
and
when
out it flies.
I'm bullshitting the hand gestures and something actually comes.
Odd. Then just move over to this side. Carry on to my working.
That was cool.
Well done, Gogo. Whatever you've done, well done.
Would I get a feeling it's coming from the one book I'm happening to be holding at the time?
Yeah, like you were studying that book and trying a spell out from that book to the best of your understanding, and out it came.
Okay, this is a very good book. I will put this one with the other special book, and I will basically rip slightly the leather harness for the spell book from the wizard I took before, and I'm basically ripping it enough that it stretches so I can cram this second one in. Literally, so it's just like, okay, open wider, here a couple of it's okay, cram, and then it's not quite in, so I just literally bang, like palm strike it a little bit, just to wedge it in there.
Why do I feel Cass's eyes glaring at me from 2 dimensions away?
You.
That's the bulk of us.
So realistically, this leather harness that's designed to fit one medium-sized book is now fitting 2 large books.
Stop abusing books, guys!
He's abusing the strap that the book's going in.
I mean, to be fair, he's really appreciative of this book and thinks it's the best thing ever. That's why he's putting it in the special space.
I'm just, like I say, I'm the opposite side of the altar, just hearing the noise, and I'm not even knowing what it is, and I'm just congratulating him on whatever he's done.
Yeah, you just hear the
Bam.
And you probably see like the green out your eye, at the side of your eye, and you. So yeah, I very quickly and hastily like, cram this one away because like that's a very good one. I'm gonna put that in my my notes as green bean book.
Okay.
Do I find anything out about this room, the portal, or anything?
Yes, one moment. I'm just sending that over to Danny in
Thank you.
Discord DMs.
Thank you. Oh, shit.
That is not the hands I expected that to end up in. But I'm not complaining.
No, it's the perfect person to have it. Oh my god. That is great.
I'm guessing that was either for Lovey or for me, probably.
Oh, that's fucking funny as fuck.
I mean, you know, like, I think of players when I generate items, but I don't specifically, like, earmark them unless they're, like, can
Yeah.
only be attuned by.
No.
And this one's like, can only be attuned by a spellcaster, and I'm like, Gorgor technically is a spellcaster, thanks to Lovey.
This is your fault, Rose.
Rose, you did this and I love it.
Oh dear.
You made Gorgor an actual mage. Well done.
Oh.
If he wasn't a spellcaster, it would have kicked her on the party to somebody else, but...
No.
I don't care.
I mean, no,
Chaos.
to be fair,
Which
if it hadn't have worked, Gorgo would have just chucked it in the foobar pile.
Yep.
And it would have gone in the bin.
Which is even
You
worse.
are playing a chaotic character in this game. Well, I mean, chaos for me. So,
So, just for the
Which is-
sake of Ash, I'm assuming what happened was just one charge.
Yeah, well, it only has one first level spell per day, and then it has 3 charges for the other thing.
Ah, it's a separate thing. Okay. Got you.
I also want to point out the fact that if Gorgor had done that and not thingy, it'd have bounced around the party and anyone else could have used it because the rest of the party are all casters.
Every single, because it's an arcane knight, it's an eldritch knight and a paladin, and yeah.
The only person in here who isn't a mage is the one who calls himself a mage.
But I am now, because the book told me.
Yep. I love it. I'm entertained.
That is
Anyway.
perfect.
Interesting.
And I'm not telling you guys what this book does. I'm going to let you guys watch.
Yep, I could.
Because I'd imagine when you attune to an item, you get some sort of like spark of inspiration in your head, so you kind of get an idea of what you can do. So Google would have an idea like, if I do this, this happens, sort of thing.
Yeah.
To a Google's level of understanding, but yeah, it's right. So I didn't know if I was going in blind or not. That's fine. Got it.
Yeah, you understand at least enough where it's like, you know, it's from Gorgor's perspective, it's another wizard spellbook. Like, you found your first spellbook,
Yep.
you did the things in it, and you cast your spells.
I just wanted
You're
to
doing the
double.
same with this one.
I just wanted to double check because it'll obviously affect how I
Yeah.
go about using it. That's all. But that's fine.
Yeah, you have some inkling at the very least that the book might be useful in. Gabriel got his main. Were you trying to just take all the parts of this, or?
I would take things if I feel it's important, like claws, teeth. The teeth will stay in the head. That's going to go over my top. Obviously, the claws, depending on how well they are. If them smash to pieces by beating people up, then obviously I won't.
Okay, it's just a very large creature, obviously, so different
Yeah.
time commitments for how long you want to spend on it.
The main thing I wanted was the main, and obviously the teeth and claws. Make sure that was all with it.
Alrighty. Just keeping that in mind for when I know what to distribute where. Flynn asked me about the portal and anything else, or you're asking some question?
Yeah, what did I find by the So yeah, basically, did I find any information in what I've been going through and everything about the portal or this location or?
A lot of the books are like study notes and like just when you're taking notes for yourself, not for others. Like a lot of times people get a journal, it's like, ah, yes, today. It's like, no, they just took like, you know, date of this thing, this keyword. It's very like hashed out half notes.
Mm-hmm.
More for personal reference than for like shared reference.
Okay.
But there is some note of... Roll me investigation. There is at least... It's a little... You don't get much out of it, but you can at least tell that there's like a change in the pacing and the focus. Like it started off with just kind of studying in general and just like exploring magic in general, and then it became a very more focused line of research and work. You can't really tell if it just, oh, he got struck by passion, or he really liked this one thing he found, or what. You can't really pin that down. But it does seem like he went, oh, this is interesting. Like it. One day he might be talking about one thing, and the next he's on the other, and then suddenly it's just very much focused on portals, other worlds, studying those other worlds. Like, some of it does still tangent off to, like, oh, creatures from other worlds, but it's suddenly a lot more focused, is the best I'll give.
Okey-dokey. So, given all this and through the point of scientific method, I would like to get a stone and kind of just dip it across the ground to the portal.
Okay. Does it just send... Wording is important, sorry. Yeah, rock skips right on through, doesn't clang into the wall behind, and just vanishes from sight.
Okay. Go over to, like, one of the bookcases, find a reasonably long fragment of wood that got broken off. Kind of at range, poke it through, see if it gets pulled from my hand, or can I pull it back, basically. I don't put my hand in, I just prod it with range, basically.
If you want, Flynn, you can stick this bent scroll in there.
The moment the book touches the portal, it's basically vacuumed through.
Okay, so it's just ripped from my hand and sent through.
Yep. Unless you, like... Not even, like, fully ripped, it's just gone. Like, you start putting it in, the moment it touches, it's just gone. Your hand almost stumbles from the lack of, like, wait, where did that thing go?
I wonder if that would take your clothes off if you would only put the sleeve in.
That's a disturbing thought, Google. Go back to your new book. I kind of scurry over to a bit of paper, like pull out a little bit of like something to kind of write with. Scroll hello across it, like just a small little note.
Okay.
And go back to the portal and throw that in. And then go back to the group. It might be one way, or we might have guests.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Well, I'm book hunting.
Yeah.
Lovey, because
Paladin Dave, Lovey.
Lovey, you haven't done anything yet.
I'm just waiting about.
No one likes you.
Aww.
Joking, I'm joking.
Wait, was that me or Dave?
Dave, but it's okay, I was joking anyway.
The book, guys, the book's made him evil.
Having a short rest, I don't do much else. Oh, we have taken a short rest, haven't we?
This is the short rest.
Oh, yeah.
It's a short rest and a half. Like, you guys are resting while you kind of just mull about the room and investigate. So it's like a 90-minute short rest that's also gonna include tossing the room,
Oh,
so to speak.
So short rest.
I'd encourage Lovey,
So-
if you're not going to do anything, to come and sit with Gorgo, because there are some, like, showing off the fact that this book likes me because it wants to be with me, and there might be some other books that might like you.
Can I read over his shoulder when he was doing the book stuff, just to see if he's using the same magic as that's corrupting the forest, just in case? Like,
Well, she said, well, she did say it was a familiar-looking beam.
yeah.
It was
So-
the same spell that was fired at the party, and I believe Flynn made go wide.
It was from the Dryad, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've got another portal with a hole in it, and there's nothing else going on in this room. Like, you guys haven't found any sign of what this might be corrupting. I thought this was towards the centre. Well, we thought it was based on Gorgo's work. I believe then.
It might. Well, the thing is, it might get worse even further. It was just we wanted to have a look here because this building looked a bit suspicious.
I have a quick question though. Why is Ash's name on Discord?
What?
Oh, I changed that at the very beginning of the session when
Oh.
somebody misspoke my name. Somebody said ass instead of Ash, and I changed it. Nobody said anything until now.
I have no.
I
I,
noticed it. I didn't say anything.
I just don't look. It's like obviously Ben's now showing on the playlists as well, which is funny, but it's fine.
Yeah, somebody misspoke my name, and I'm like, okay, and I changed my name right there and then, and nobody said anything.
I don't look.
No, we didn't check after being told.
Okay,
God
so
damn
we
it.
can assume or make the deduction that portals are corrupting the forest, right? Or something is. I mean,
Well, so
we know
far,
to-
every portal I've seen is evil, because look at the one from the other place that we had to shut because there were monkeys coming out of it and other things. Or
But
this
you
one
see
might.
that-
Well, do you? I think. Don't you think the big lion thing came out of this one as well? Because where it kind of opened the door, it doesn't have any thumbs.
completely
Could have
agree.
been.
Like, I'm starting to get a really bad impression of that Glacier or Gladys or whatever the fuck her name is. I forgot that I was meant to be passive aggressive with names.
Ooh,
Um,
did you successfully say it correctly in character?
She did.
No, I didn't.
She did.
Yeah.
She said Glacia, then Gladys. She did.
All right, that's noted.
I slipped out. I'm sorry.
Trying to make up her name, forgot her name, accidentally said it correctly.
It's alright.
As I say,
Nice.
it-
Get prepared for tomorrow when I can get that's a bitch.
Well-
But anyway,
how do
yeah.
we know it?
well,
How, was
Hello?
this, how do we know if this was done by whoever that is?
Because she told
'cause she-
us.
yeah.
Did she?
Well, her daddy did the other one, apparently.
But that's the other one. Does that mean she did this one?
Well, she said there was a few of them around, so maybe. But I don't know. Like,
Question: do you know who Gladys is? That seemed like somebody who knew what we were talking about.
You've told
What the
me several-
fuck?
You've told me several times. I was part of the party when you were when you were telling the king about it.
Yeah, but it's still creepy that you instantly remember that. Like, I just mean,
Evil,
strange.
bad say evil person who made the king, all fiendy, and you think I wouldn't remember that? You were dead set on that she'd done something bad, and you think I wouldn't notice?
It's not that you wouldn't notice. I just mean like it was a really strong reception to her. Does that make sense?
No.
Like it wasn't like, oh, you mean the one that you were on about with the king in the castle? It was, oh, and how are you sure that she was the one who did it? Like what?
Here's the question.
Do you get what I'm getting at?
no, I think it's.
Nope.
I think you're being silly. But it's fine.
No, it's just like, okay. So, real world, like thing of it is, if you knew this guy down the road, and you met him like once, or no, you haven't even met him. Your friends have spoken about him a couple of times. Would you then say, "Oh, your friends have told me that apparently, you know, you've been in a car crash and all this"? Fuck.
Yeah, but it's hardly fucking Kevin down the road. It's a fucking devil-esque. Like, it's one of the biggest ones in the world.
Terrible in real life experience. I had to do with the best with what I'd got. Anyway, so getting massively off track. Yes, I do believe it is her that's creating this because she is like, what's the best way she explained it? She was some sort of like dealer, like, you know, someone who makes deals happen.
Well, I possibly, but I'm just kind of look over. Is the black goop that we know to be like the
that's a good
demon
thing.
blood
Is the
coming out of it?
Yeah, is the chimera bleeding black like the monkeys?
They did say though that there's portals to both sides to the devils and the demons. They're kind of they were the demons ones, and then they created the devils ones so they could have a fight with them, right?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Is it?
Are you asking the DM or the other players?
That's why I'm asking. Is like, are we certain?
I mean,
that,
Gabriel did get real up and close and personal with
Yes.
the carcass.
So the first thing is we look over to the carcass. What's coming out of it in blood-wise?
Blood.
Red blood.
Reddish. I mean, obviously different oxidization levels and whatever, but it's pretty red.
It's not the black demon blood then.
Yeah. It's more
So,
bright, vivid red than anything else.
so this thing could have just been made, but I mean, according to this book, this portal was made more like a mage of some kind, and mages tend to make those. So, could have let it in, and then when he made the portal, could have gone through it.
Yeah, but there's like this razor thing from Ockham, which is that, you know, the most likely actual thing that's happening is the easiest one to think of. Like, she said she's created other portals. This is another portal. The thing that came out of it kind of looks like the other thing.
But
How are we
that
now deciding that it's a mage we have to go after?
portal currently looks like it's only one way.
Should we go through it?
In way or out way? I mean, go find out, please.
You seem to be so much more knowledgeable than myself.
Oh, please, why don't you put your knackers on the line and go and do it? I mean, I'll happily do it after you.
But not before.
I mean, shall we all just do it? Because if it is a portal that's one way, because the other one was designed to bring things here, but if this isn't bringing things here, then where does it go?
We're basing this based on a potentiality. Do you know what I mean? Like, that thing, we know that the other portal, the other thing was coming through it. How do we know that this is one way going out?
Well, I've thrown stuff through and nothing's come back yet. And
Okay.
when we passed stuff through it, we couldn't pull it back through.
All right, I'm not going to have an argument about who's going first. I will go through the portal. I'll just step through. I'm just like, you know, like, I will put my knackers on the line and go through the portal. I don't care.
She walks through the portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final
Is she-
answer?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my final answer.
If Lovey goes, I go with her because Lovey seems to know what she's doing most of the time.
I'll get Cleric Avery go through as well.
Whoa. Right, Lovey's gone through. Gorgor has gone through, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Paladin Dave and Cleric Dave.
No, wait,
got through.
whoa. Paladin Dave and all that, please wait. Listen, we're free. We're free from the idiocy. Let's take advantage of this situation and walk away. They're not coming back. We're free.
Well, we need to check whether or not I'm right about the things I'm right.
Well, if they don't come back, it's a win-win situation.
Oh, no.
Scenario, isn't it?
Oh no.
Well,
Tracy,
check
thank you
testing
for
first and
raiding.
See if we can't find more information.
Yeah, let's just
How are you
sit
doing?
here, chill for a bit longer. If they come back, we know it's two-way. If they don't come back, we've succeeded, we've won, we're happy.
Me and Cleric Dave are gonna go through.
Oh, you're not Cleric Dave. You're Paladin Dave.
I said me and Cleric Dave.
Yeah, but Cleric Dave's not in here. He's outside, so you don't know that. He doesn't know that.
Well, we're getting to the point where a decision has to be made at some point. So let's leave this discussion here, and whether or not Ash wants to say what happens, or we leave it to next time, because we're pretty late.
2 people know what happened.
Well, we figured that. So hang on, which one of them didn't you tell?
In addition to myself. Lovey and Gorgor went through.
Oh, we know that. It's quiet.
Well, Michael was asking who didn't I tell. I told both of them. It's 2 people.
You said 2 people no.
Oh, yeah, not including myself. 2 players.
Okie dokie. Right. Well, I say we finish up the long rest, see if they come back. Well, the short rest, sorry, and come back.
Okay. Lovey, Gorgor, what would you like to do upon your arrival in...
through still. I was also heading through.
Oh, despite Gabriel's? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just so you know, obviously I've just been typing and speaking muted.
Yep.
Late Nanaki's here. She brought 17 people.
Hello.
Ash is
Welcome.
currently the DM right now. Obviously, I know there's a delay, but that's why I've been typing as well. So yeah. This is
Welcome,
really
I'm TPKing the party. It's pretty good.
Well, we'll leave the idea of what Cleric Dan does till Cleric Dan gets here, because...
Yeah, do you want to bring Dan over? Because we're on a map.
No, Dave, not Dan.
Whatever.
Dave's coming over.
You're here. Don't worry about it.
I can't see any. I can't see the stones.
Give it a sec.
Don't worry about it.
I want to see the map.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that looks fun.
Does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is one I just had prepared. This is not one that I got off of. This is not one handmade, rather.
Okay. What we need to do is push.
This is one I had prepared just in case for since session 2.
Okay. Here's the plan. You get Gabriel to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care, even if it's just so I could prove Flynn massively wrong.
Well, I'm gonna step outside, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. I'm saying the numbers in case they mean anything, but I don't know because I can see a glowy red thing over there.
They do have. You do actually find a little piece of paper on it that says "Hello, Gorgor."
What?
You find a piece of paper that says "Hello" on it.
But I can't read.
Well, yeah, but you find a piece of paper that has words on it.
I was gonna say. I think this is the paper that the little man popped through. I'll give it to Lovey.
You find a stone and a piece of wood. So it's probably stretched out in front of it too.
Oh, so this isn't a mage's room. Ah. Funny that.
Yeah. I want that thing over there, and I'm gonna point to the glowing red thing you can see over there.
Ooh.
That looks pretty.
It looks a bit hot, to be honest. It looks a bit dangerous. Like it might
That
hurt
looks
you.
like a fireball.
Well, it looks like it's a crystal. What do you want about
I
it?
think we'll leave it there for next session on that nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch the stream, you can actually see what's going on. But I went through the fun of only moving people who went through just for the sake of.
Yeah, so if I hadn't have gone through, then no one would have fucking known. So you're welcome, chat. You're welcome, other nosy people. And YouTube.
And Gabriel was staying behind to try and convince Cleric Dan to not go through the portal.
Which means both of them are going to need new characters.
Oh,
All right. Tieflings encouraged, but not required. Humans are also great. No, you guys can figure it out next time. Oh, did Flynn ever go through as well?
Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Everything's going roboty. Hello? Oh my god, everything's going robot. I got one bar of connection. This is really bad.
Hello.
I can hear people, Michael. I can hear you. It's just
The hell happened there?
everything
What on
is
earth?
roboty.
Roboty.
I couldn't hear anything saying, so everybody's internet as a whole.
What on earth?
Are we good? Yes, no?
Yes,
maybe?
we're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We are so good.
It was so bad.
So, what I was trying to say is, no, he is perfectly willing to wait there for the hour for the rest of the rest, and to be proved right or wrong about it being a one-way portal.
But we've had a rest.
No, this was during.
I thought this is after.
No,
That-
this
No,
was
this is
during.
during the rest.
I'm special.
Yeah, this was
Going
after.
No.
No.
This was during. I poked holes at it, and then you.
Yeah,
had the
no, and then it's
conversation.
after all that and after that.
There
No.
was time in between. Like,
Yeah, there you go. So we've had a rest.
We've had a short rest at least.
Yeah.
Well, that's half the conversation I just had was we'll wait for the rest of the hour until that's done. Cause that
No,
was like
we
only
have.
30
That's the point. We've rested.
That was like about 30 minutes.
Do you not
Anyway.
listen to the DM?
Anyway, we'll sort
skimming
that out
through lots
next
of
game.
books, big pile, attuning to stuff.
Uh,
They were tidbits of your rest across your rest. The final
didn't-
act of your rest was fucking with the portal as a group.
Okay.
As I said, we'll
It's
do
like when
that
we have a
next-
week of downtime and we only have like one action per player kind of thing.
Okay.
We'll do that next session anyway.
Yeah.
I'll catch you all tomorrow.
No worries. We're just giving away.
Bye.
We're just giving away a game at the end of the stream because Liam's redeemed it.
And Carl, as a note, the main itself counts as a cloak of protection.
I like the sound of that. I'll get you the details off that next time. Danny, I'll
It should
chat
be
to
in the
you-
base compendium. If not, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Danny, I'll chat to you tomorrow about that code thing. All right.
Okay.
Sure, I'll bet.
Bye.
It's literally he did something wrong because I literally redeemed the code and it instantly worked.
Oh well.
Gimme.
So yeah, you're redeeming something, yeah.
Yeah, a chance to win a copy of Kingdom 2 Crowns. It's just a capital G and gimme.
Okay.
Decent game.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to head out. Thank you for the game, Ash. Lots of fun.
Yeah,
Very
thank
good.
you.
I'm glad.
Oh well.
But yeah, this was a map that I just loosely prepped of like, okay, what can I find that's
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
emergency map?
Yeah.
I prepped
Well,
this
I
back
am-
at the first one. I was like, I remember people going through the Feywild portal. I'm not going to be caught with my pants down. I'm going to go make it. So I went and I just found like a map that was at least representative of.
The closest to what you could need. Yeah.
Right. Either way, I'm gonna go because I'm very late in not buggering off.
Oh,
So.
sorry.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Bye, Michael.
See you. All right,
Right. I do find it funny though that 3 portals have been put in front of the group and we've gone through 2 of them.
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah,
done
you just
it
need
yet, so, you know.
I heard something as well, Ash, just in case I didn't want to be caught with my pants down. Like, yeah. It's like, yeah. Yeah, Feywild. Now to Avernus.
Yeah.
Who knows?
At the beginning of the next session, we need to find out if.
I just genuinely couldn't have a 20-minute conversation about making a vote and then making a vote without a vote joke would come up, and then I was just, nope, I'm going in, screw it.
Yeah, yeah.
Chaos. Yeah. Just like, sorry. Don't mean to have like, derailed anything, but there's only so many times you can have like, just if you're saying about it, and we're gonna get through there anyway. Let's just go through. Like, let's hurry the thing up. Let's do it. You know. I'm being a bit chaotic recently. I will calm down again.
That's okay. Here, have fun.
It's entertaining, at least for our, watchers. I believe we had a load of people coming at the end.
Yep.
Yep.
We got a
Yeah.
raid from my FF14 wife for a large number of viewers.
Yes, double our viewers, near enough. Well, a bit more than double.
Ooh.
Oh, I've become pixelated again.
Do I know we play on Saturdays as well? I know Saturdays usually people have lives, but we don't. So come on, just play D.
We got a football match. We can play D&D afterwards.
Yeah, the football match
But
on the 3rd in it, Liam.
That would be Sunday, not Saturday.
No, it is
Yeah.
Saturday. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff.
Ah, okay, so we'll be fine. But yeah,
Well, this Sunday.
No,
Saturday.
Saturday.
But it's 3 p.m, so it won't affect anyone.
The 3rd of April. Are you on about?
No, I
No,
got
the second.
I thought it was the 3rd, and I was wrong. That's all.
That makes sense. Sorry, I
Right.
probably got confused.
Okay, so between Liam, Ben, and Emily for Kingdom, it's going to Emily. Nice. Liam didn't win. Liam didn't win. But
Good job,
yeah.
Liam. Liam, next time you get a giveaway proc, you should make the command !beans
Yeah.
to enter.
Ah, no, that was good.
The stream could have dropped down to like 144p.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
though,
internet's
obviously,
messy.
it is the end of the stream. That is the last giveaway. We are going to raid. We are going to raid Kalilith, who is a lovely friend that I met through Phasmo. And then she started streaming herself. She's a VTuber. She is, as she describes, where was it? She's a shy succubus VTuber. Beautiful. But yeah, no, we're going to raid it. Next stream is episode 46 of D&D. So be sure to be there for the Tundra's Misfits adventures. And yes, let's go see these people. She's playing with Rage as well, which is good. So nice little collab.
I'll just order one.
And I'll see you guys there. Ta-ra.
Bye.